Okay, here we are again. Makes me wonder, every time I watch that intro, if at one point in development, Vice was supposed to pilot the Albatross, which was his father's ship, and then they just changed it and didn't change it in the intro. I don't know. I don't know what the timeline of events is there, when they made the intro versus when the game finally came out, but I guess it's not really anything that matters too much. The intro, incidentally, is done, so let's wait a couple minutes and then we'll get started. What do we have on the menu today in my notes? Let's see. 1 moonfish, 2 chams in Rixus. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's do this. Now, by comparison to Moonstone Mountain, which I distinctly remembered a decent chunk of from before, I don't remember anything about Rixus. I think I honestly remember the events after Rixus more clearly than Rixus itself, so we might be stumbling in the dark just a little bit today, but that's okay. No big deal. That's what happens when you don't play a game for 15 years. Sometimes you just stumble around not knowing where the hell you're going. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Skies of Arcadia Legends, the stream edition. Last time, we made our way into Horteka on the continent of Ixataka. Kind of tried to ingratiate ourselves with the locals a little bit, but they were pretty pissed at the Valuans to begin with, so we tried to do them a little favor, rescue a few people from Moonstone Mountain where they were being enslaved and used for labor, because DeLoco's an asshole. And they told us that there's a possibility that the Green Moon Crystal may be here in the lost city of Rixus, so today we're going to go take a look around and see if we can find it. And also see if there's anything in this very large open area nearby Rixus. Probably something around here. I think there's a cham or something around here, if I remember right. But we'll fill the map out regardless, no matter what, because why not? It just makes sense to me. Hey, Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome back. It fades into the 4th dimension. I have become time now, or is space the 4th dimension? I forget, it's one or the other. But I have become that exactly. I encompass it completely now. But yeah, we just got started. We're filling the map out in front of Rixus. See what we can find. Oh, there's a cham sound effect. Somewhere near here. Oop, there it is. Got it! Alright, so that's one. One more to go. And now we can just do that, and then we can see if we can get inside. Probably got to hit something on these things first. Let's see. So this is a person. This is like a face. So let's try putting in the Golden Man's Eye gem. Yeah, you actually need those gems from the 2 discoveries that you can make in order to get in here, apparently. So that's cool. And it might not be this. I might have to put them in the opposite direction. I'm going to have to take a look at the thing again. But no, okay. So just put orange with orange and purple, blue with blue. and then you're good to go. Excuse me. You'd think I was opening the Cave of Wonders in friggin' Kingdom Hearts, but maybe not. I don't know. Is this a teleporter or a platform? Ah, a levitating platform. I was going to say, either way, the ancient technology is better than modern technology thing seems to be serving here because, well, it's still intact despite years of misuse. As you might expect. This sure doesn't look like El Dorado, though, I'll tell you what. A little more misty than I expected. You know, how about both? Fades into the fifth dimension. Yeah, there you go. Now I have become time and space. There it is. Yeah, maybe we're up high enough where, like, we're in the cloud cover or something? Yeah. Well, maybe it was already plundered. I mean, if we're in the clouds, that means someone's probably landed here already. Or all the gold was destroyed by the Rains of Destruction, which I guess makes some sense. Yeah, I guess it is more magical than technical, isn't it? Yeah, that's fair. It did look like it was levitating by some form of magic. And of course, Aka, of all people, would be annoyed at the fact that there's no gold here, but yeah, it's probably an urban legend. They imagined there being gold here because, well, it's a city that no one's seen in potentially thousands of years, so. Except that person. Apparently that person's just been hanging around. A ghost? Aka, are you sure you're not seeing things in the mist? Uh-huh, sure. You do have a rather active imagination. Oh, I think we need to get you a little more worldly there, Fina. Just not in the way that the Elder wanted to. Apparently Aka thinks it's very scary. I mean, technically aren't the loopers, like, vaguely ghost-looking? I mean, they're probably not, like, ethereal, like an actual ghost, but they have that sort of shape to them. You're associating a ghost with a curse? Yeah, I think we need to make sure the Valuans don't get it, so... Guess it's time to face your fears, then. Well, sometimes we do dumb things just because we gotta ensure that Valua doesn't do dumber things like destroying the whole world. Yeah, I don't remember this place, like, at all. This is not even remotely ringing a bell in my mind. Oh well, more fun that way. Remind you to beat Dialga and Palkia when you get into the 6th dimension. Okay, fair enough. I'll make sure I let you know if I can find you. They look very not misty, considering how misty this place is. I think that's actually because of the textures changing in the GameCube version. If I remember right, the Dreamcast version, we were sufficiently misty, just like the whole area was, but I think it might have swapped around because of the fact that we're upscaled? I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't even know if we're upscaled as much as side-scaled, considering the Dreamcast had a large disc and the GameCube has a teeny tiny small disc, so... but these guys probably all get blasted by Pyre because they're all green, right? Well, those guys are red, so probably not. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. At the very least, we know we can get rid of the Furlith. Yeah, that was him just taking 426 damage. You will not cast Noxus on me. This is not the boss fight with Piastel. I get enough BS from her. I'll need it from you too. But yeah, as you can see, using the same element, even though it's AoE, so it's pretty efficient, using the same element on an enemy is not usually going to be all that useful to us, so we're probably going to need to switch it up a little bit, and at least switch our attacking elements so that after they get softened up by all the Pyres, we can go from there. I mean, we beat them in this battle, but only because of a counterattack, so. So we'll switch our strategy around a little bit, I guess. Oh, Fina's level 20. Nice. She's getting ahead of Drachma now. Oh boy. Vice is almost at Pyrum, so I guess we can keep that in mind for a little while. So this is where Aka saw the ghost, huh? It's right back here. Wonder if there's any treasure back here. No, it looks like the way to go. And also it looks like we can't get around that way. No, we can't get around that way. Okay. Then we'll go this way. Now, there are practically no turn-based combat with multi-faction combat, like different enemy groups fighting each other. Yeah, and I wish there were more games that did that, to be honest, because I think it's an interesting bit of world building to have different enemy groups fighting each other. I mentioned this back when we were doing the Pit of 100 Trials in Paper Mario, because I needed a topic of discussion. But yeah, it's always pretty interesting when you can see different factions of enemies fighting each other, because I think it adds to the world, basically, because it's like, okay, these things are not just static numbers on a screen that I have to fight because they give me experience. They're actual enemies that have the potential to be mortal enemies with other types of enemies, like, you know, something that hunts a different type of enemy. So, but yeah, they don't do that enough in most games in general. Like, even more Western RPGs are just recently really getting into the trend, so, of having enemies fight each other. So yeah, I wish more games did that. It would be nice. It'd be a good little addition.
Serves 'em right.
So I guess since red isn't really great here, at least for now, I guess we'll work on purple, because we got to work our way up to Crystallum anyway, so. And I believe the next one Aka's getting is not Crystallum, I think it's Panica? I forget if Panica is a blue element spell or purple, but I guess we'll find out soon enough, because she's already got Silena's, so. And so does Fina, so she'll get there too. Seeing many monster types at once makes you think that, boy, you will like Kid Icarus. Oh boy. Oh, we'll get there. Still haven't set up Citra just yet, but I'll work on it when we get a little closer to that point. There's a few games in front of it in terms of the suggestions that were made to me before that suggestion was made to me, so. But I'll get to it. Cupel, does this get you anything? No, because you need to get up to 12 before you get your next evolution, so. Hey, Sephico, how's it going? Welcome back. Sorry for missing a few classes. No, I'm sorry too. I got sick, so I missed quite a few classes myself, so it didn't really work out for either of us in that case, but I forgive you for what it's worth. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss a whole lot. On Thursday, we explored around Horteka, and we did Moonstone Mountain, which was a rather long dungeon, and now we're in the lost city of Rixus and fighting a bunch of fancy totem poles. That's a tongue twister if I've ever seen one. What can I even use on these? I mean, I guess I could just use Pyres or whatever, but it's not optimal, I don't think. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Assess damage. Okay, sure. Must be an increased priority move or something. Or maybe not, unless the other ones are attacking. What is this, a school? I don't know. Something like that. It looks like some kind of butterfly enemy, yeah. Or some kind of moth. I don't know exactly. Oh, okay, they died of one Pyrus. Alright, well. I was expecting them to have more HP than none at all, but sure. Fair enough. That's good then, didn't miss a boatload. Yeah, chattering teeth. Assessing! Assessing through bruxism! God, I hate it when enemies grit their teeth and slide them around in their mouths. There's that one guy in Digital Devil Saga 2 that did that, and got to see an extreme close-up of really low-res polygon teeth gritting together, and it was just, I don't need to see that, thank you. With me, it's like, it's eyes, it's teeth, and it's, like, innards that usually get to me in terms of me being squeamish, so just in case anybody was wondering about that. Let's use Crystal whatever. That'll work out okay, I think, and then Drachma, I don't know, just attack something, I guess. We'll probably kill all the totems before they do any problematic things to us. This'll do good damage, though, because it's, yeah, it's a red element enemy, so. Bug-type enemies are either super tanky or extremely frail. Yeah, there usually isn't much of an in-between with bug enemies. You usually squash them like what they are, or they just, you know, they're just really like I find like Hercules beetles and horned beetles usually, like especially large versions of them, are usually pretty tanky. But I guess it depends on the game. Excuse me. Yes, give more weaknesses to tease with, yeah. That would be nice. Again, I just wish that the weaknesses in this game were more pronounced than they are, because usually the only time that you see an enemy being weak to an element where it does, like, a substantial amount more damage is when it's a red enemy that's weak to purple, or vice versa. And it's just like, eh. I mean, it'd be nice if there was a little bit more to it than just that, because, like, you get a silver enemy, they're weak to yellow. Oh, that's a Sasquatch, what the hell? Yeah, you get a silver enemy who's weak to yellow, and it only does like 10% more damage, and it's like, why would I even bother with that, you know? Slothstra. Okay, well, we can use red here. And we'll work our way up to Pyrum. I probably only need Pyre for those moths, actually, so just use that and see how we do. And do it again. And then do this. How much HP do you have? A buttload. Okay, fair enough. Let's get rid of your reinforcements first, and then we'll go from there. This must be like the groupers in Shrine Island. They just have like a bunch of health, or they're a rarer enemy. Probably deals a lot of damage. I mean, that's like 800 damage we've done, and he's only a quarter of the way dead, so... I suppose that's about right, though, if he's a large enemy like this. Deals good damage with his regular physicals, so that's fine. I get to use Cutlass Fury. That's cool. Crystal doesn't really do a whole lot for us, though, so I guess we'll just do this. Just have you guard. Actually, I don't even want Aka to physically attack. I'm trying to do as much damage as I can and, like, as few attacks as possible so he doesn't counter us too much. That is a goddamn Sasquatch, yeah. Samsquatch. Same with slimes, either most easy to kill life form in that world, and most common, or super rare and extremely powerful, yeah. Again, just no in between. Oh, RPG tropes, you so silly. Persona weakness treatment is cool, not element weak to that element. Instead, everyone is unique, yeah. Quake, oh boy. That looks powerful. Oh, that is powerful. So how bad is this gonna be? Oh, okay, I mean, that's not terrible. Vice wasn't guarding, so that, you know, of course makes sense. Samsquatch Trailer Park Boys meme? Yeah, I've never seen Trailer Park Boys, unfortunately. It's a cool animation, it just didn't do a whole humongous ton of damage, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. It works out. Do I want to use this? No, I don't think I want to use a Sacrum Crystal just yet. We'll just go all out on him. Even though he probably has a pretty high counter rate. That was fancy looking. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, a little anticlimactic, but if it was a regular enemy and it, like, destroyed me, I guess it would, you know... Like, if it was a mini-boss and it destroyed me with Quake, that would make sense, but I guess they didn't want to make it too tough. Alright. Yeah, it is. It's a very boss-looking move. It just didn't do the kind of damage that you'd expect it to do, considering what it looked like. So... Maybe we'll see him again with a different color palette. Yeah, they do that in this game. I mean, we've already seen it with the loopers, so yeah, they do that in this game. So sometimes you end up seeing enemies later on. So I'm not even going to bother with the little extra. We've only got one sacred crystal left, and I already used my box, so... We'll just wander around, it's fine. I actually don't know how big this dungeon is, if I'm honest, so... Where do you lead? Oh, okay. To the other side. Probably to a spot that I couldn't get to before. Mini-boss by definition by having more than usual health. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Oh, look, he's back. Next time he'll actually stand up and use his full power. Oh boy, we better beat him fast then. Let's see here. I mean, I could Cutlass Fury him, but then I won't be able to Pyre and get rid of his friends, so... let's just, I guess I just focus, it's fine. Or maybe I should guard. Focus is nice, but, like, more often than not, I'd rather just guard because it increases my counter rate, so then I can get passive damage off. Focus isn't bad, but, I don't know. I think it lowers your defenses too much for my personal taste, so... It's just a matter of, personal taste, I guess. Plus, I love Spirit Charge. It's like one of my favorite super moves in the game, so... And it not only does it guard, it's also two focuses, like I've been saying, so... Different color and element palette is unfortunately very common, in parentheses, because sometimes very cool, like in Monster Hunter. Yeah, there are some situations where color palette changes are a little more interesting than just they have more HP and more stats, but oftentimes in turn-based RPGs that's what it ends up being, is more HP and more stats, so it's okay, it's fine, but I don't know, I think I would prefer it being something more substantial than just that, I guess. Maybe I'm the weird one, I don't know. Why don't you Glyph of Might Vice? That might help because he's attacking and stuff, so... Excuse me, and then you guys just, well, we don't have enough to do tackle, so we'll just Spirit Charge again. I'm a little concerned about using a Glyph of Might in the middle of a regular fight, but I guess as long as I still have 4 left by the end of the dungeon, it's fine. It should give him a good chunk of damage at the very least from this. There we go. That's more like it. So probably like 2,000-ish HP, just judging by the amount of damage we did there, so. Was the weak slime trope established by Dragon Quest? I think so. That sounds right, because that's the first RPG that I personally remember playing that had slime enemies in them, and yeah, quote-unquote weak slimes. Slimes were like the first enemies you fought in the game, so there were a decent number of them that were weaker, and then there was also metal slimes, which were significantly stronger and also had a lot more evasion, so I'm just going to skip this, it's fine. There we go. Didn't even need tackle this time. Yeah, and they were like the most common enemy type, yeah, there were a few other ones, but it wasn't like... Slimes were the most common ones that had a bunch of different palette swaps. You saw them almost everywhere, so that was why. Yeah. Hey, Nitro, how's it going? Welcome back. We are exploring the lost city of El Dorado. I mean, Rixus. It's a lot mistier here than I thought it would be, but there you go. There's a risen crystal, or 3 of them. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. Looking for gold, but there ain't no gold in these here hills, so, well, you know. I'm gonna have to start actually using Sacri pretty soon, or Sacre's crystals. I guess I could just use the Sacrum crystals. Those probably work pretty good too. Let's use some droplets. pretty soon, Aka, we won't have to worry about that with you. We need one more Moonberry, and then you'll be in great shape in terms of your MP. I almost never used her 4th super move in other playthroughs of the game, but it's just so useful. Like, in ways that are... It's difficult to convey why it's useful because we haven't gotten it yet, but in random battles it's going to be, as far as I'm aware, very, very useful for her. So, like I said, it'll save on our economy of magic droplets quite a bit. Oh good, I don't have to blast through things in this battle. Let's see. I can leave red on for this one. You like Cove Theroth? Is that a Monster Hunter monster? Because I'm not really that familiar with Monster Hunter. I did retweet somebody who was streaming earlier who's a lot more familiar with Monster Hunter because they were playing Monster Hunter Rise with their friends because apparently there's something, like a new DLC or something coming out soon that they wanted to get gear for. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too familiar with it. The only one that I've played was World, and I only played the demo of World, so I have no real frame of reference, unfortunately. So it is a Monster Hunter monster. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's from World even. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, like you said, lucky guess. Yeah, one more Moonberry and bang zoom straight to the moon. One of these days, Irene. I never even watched that show. I don't even know why it pervades in my mind. Probably because it was a meme or something. I don't know. Alright, well, we gotta get up there, but gotta get down and around first. I accidentally went the correct way, even though it was a dead end where I was going before, so that's fun. No, nothing over there. Alright, hold L and R because the camera will respond to me better. There we go. Yeah, see, if I had tried to go up and around anymore, we would have not been able to go anywhere because this big crater's in the way, so. Anything over here? Oh, there's a door. Yeah, one of these days, Aka. Since this is the game where the moons are the magic, you know, the sources of all magic, too, that might not be too far from the truth, actually. Alright, I think we use Crystallis here because there's 2 red enemies and, well, Aka and Fina can both use 1 MP for it. So, did I have Aka attack that? I don't even know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So you 2 just attack the Furlith, that's the only thing that we need you to do. Thing that lives in the Golden Cave of El Dorado and is covered in gold was an epic battle, too. I think it's also confirmed female. Okay, gotcha. Yes, yeah, let's see. Lives in the Golden Cave of El Dorado and is covered in gold was an epic battle. So is that another Monster Hunter thing? Because I'm not familiar with that one either. So, oh, you're guarding. Okay.
WTF, this is no MOBA, must be on the wrong Legends game, Kappa. How's it going, everyone?
That was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Skies of Arcadia MOBA is a little... I don't know how I would feel about that. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea. MOBAs aren't really anything that I've dipped my toes into all that much, but I don't know, maybe they can make it fun. I don't even know what Overworks is doing nowadays, so I couldn't tell you. There's Pyram for Vice. But hello, Balius, how you doing? Welcome back, thank you for resubscribing. That's 8 months now. That would make you octochromatic. Thanks a bunch, appreciate it. And we are exploring the lost city of Rixis today. I was making a joke that it was the lost city of El Dorado and then correcting myself, but this place has not had any gold for me other than the gold the monsters have, so there you go. If only the ancestors who lived here made signs pointing to dead ends with goodies. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know if the dead ends would... Like, you'd end up looking at it and be like, hey, well, here's one that's pointing to what could have been a goodie, but it's a crater now because Rains of Destruction. Drachma's handling mid, Drachma is top. Probably top tier, that's for sure. Okay, so... Counter-Strike, in case he attacks somebody else. You can just Crystallis the K-Lock. That guy. Lunar Glyph can petrify. Maybe that'll work on this guy. I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Bring it on.
And we'll just wait it out, see how much SP we have at the end of this turn. Doing good? That's good, Baelius. Very good. Good to hear. Alright, let's see how this works out. I gotta tell you, speaking of doing good, I'm still doing good in terms of the COVID symptoms there, too. I've still got that little tickle sometimes in the back of my throat, but it's like... I don't know, it's not really a huge deal, I guess. It just sometimes happens, and it's like, eh. It feels like it's kind of down in my larynx a little bit, though, like deep-ish in my throat. Oh, good, it does petrify him. Fantastic. Now, you'll notice that Petrify doesn't actually end the battle instantly in Skies of Arcadia Legends. It's actually a temporary status effect that wears off after a certain number of turns. So, basically, this is just going to give us the opportunity to blast him with everything we've got, with complete impunity. So, let's do that, shall we? Yeah, Vice, we're playing Legends, not Counter-Strike. Yeah, he's confusing the games a little bit, apparently. You haven't had COVID, but you've had some other issues instead. Yeah, and it has been Medusa, exactly. So yeah, it's basically stop, yeah. Stop or paralysis from other RPGs, so... Well, hopefully those issues have been resolved, Sephico, because no matter what the issues are, they're not fun to take care of, that's for sure. I think we just attack, honestly, with Aka and Fina. Like, I don't think you can replenish Lunar Glyph. Like, I don't think you can reset it, so... We'll just tackle and attack and all that stuff. Obviously, they won't be countering because, well, look at him. So...
Over there.
Excuse me.
Is it over already?
That works pretty nicely, actually. I don't... I don't think I ever really used Petrify all that much when I first played this game, but I guess it works pretty well, so... Oh, an Eye of Truth. There wasn't any, like, Ari Men or something like that in that battle? What do you mean I got an Eye of Truth? Let's see what that does. Probably not better than the Warrior's Rune, but you never know. Boost defense and magic defense, especially to purple magic, and protects against confusion. I mean, that's not terrible. It's just probably not something that I even have any room for. So, where is the salt? That's a good question, Lifeblood. I guess it depends on what the soil here is made of. I guess you might be able to find salt if it like rains or something here. Especially if we're in the clouds. I would imagine there's some condensation that happens around here. Because I think that's how that works. Stonecutter. What do I look like, a meteorologist, though? Anyway, we got a new item, so... But thank you for the 1 bit, I appreciate that. Yeah, look at how they petrified my boy! Not a whole lot of fun for him, that's for sure. Okay, well, let's give it a shot, why not? And, you know what, I'll use a Sacrum Crystal, because I could use a little healing. There we go. These are nice, because like it says there, it's 1,000 HP for all allies, so usually at this point in the game, that's enough to top everybody off in random battles, so... Hell, it's enough to top everybody off in boss battles, too, so eventually, once they start employing more AoE attacks, we'll have to use them a little more, but... Oh, this isn't gonna work. That, if anything, is a bit of a dead end, yeah. Man, those are some big craters. Must have been some strong moonstones that fell into places like that, or at least very large. No, that's the one. That's the platform I came in on. Oh yeah, clouds. You don't like heights. You want your comfort bucket. I'll see if I can find one for you. There we go. Oh, let's take a look at the new weapon. Yeah, you can. I showed this before, but you can actually swivel the camera with the C-stick, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if I like the weapon too much. The feathers look a little... I mean, I guess they're feathers, so they're probably supposed to look a little painted on, but... I don't know. Maybe a little too much for me. I think we use purple here, because that would work a little better. I know we're still working on Pyrum, but we're also working on Crystallum, so... we can mix it up a little bit. Work on both. I mean, it's not like I really need to worry about what I'm getting at this point. I've got Rizalum already, so... We don't get new swords, but new hilts. Yeah, it kind of ends up looking like that, doesn't it? He keeps his sword in front the same through the whole game, basically, and then he just replaces the back one. I think some weapons do give him a new frontal sword, though. I just don't remember which ones. Probably the later ones, right? Because, you know, they'd be more unique that way. These guys don't have Metal Slash. Now, I don't know if you mean Metal Slash from The Legend of Dragoon, but whenever I see the word Metal Slash, that's all I can think of is Dart going double slash in, like, really cheesy 1990s voice acting. That's another game I should probably play for the stream at some point. I've only ever watched a friend play The Legend of Dragoon, so I've never played it myself, unfortunately, but it's probably one I should play. Oh! Okay, maybe Eika was right. Maybe there is a person here. Because that person was definitely looking over the top of this place for me. And there's some Sacrolin crystals, actually, so those are Sacrolin. They fully restore HP of a single party member, so they're not bad. I just like Sacrum crystals a little better. So definitely requested from you if I'm considering it. You couldn't beat it on a PS2? Okay. I forget if it's... I think it's on, like, the PS4 or something, but to be honest, I'd probably play it on DuckStation, because I just got that fancy new PS1 emulator, and it works like a treat. Holy shit. It's easily one of the best emulators I've ever used. That's for sure. Like, I've never seen an emulator do what it is able to do in terms of, like, making the games look appropriate in a resolution that they had no right being in, basically. It's kind of weird to describe, but yeah, it's a really good emulator. If you're looking for a good PS1 emulator, that's my recommendation, is get DuckStation. I also just recently tried out Melon DS, but I didn't really get a good look at that one because I only used it like once. DuckStation, I beat the entirety of Final Fantasy IX and the entirety of Chrono Cross on it in the past like 4 or 5 months, and so I got a good idea of what it can do, and it can do a lot, so. So red is fire, green is heal, purple is ice, and yellow is lightning, but what is blue and silver? Wait! So blue is like water, but it's also kind of like wind, because the Wevley spells behave similarly to like a wind spell. So, yeah, I guess it's like water and wind at the same time. And I guess since green is commonly associated with wind in a lot of games, but in this game green is healing, so it's they used wind and water in the same one, I guess. And then silver is well, it's kind of difficult to describe, but I would consider silver the technology element. The Sylvites were highly technologically advanced, so yeah, that's what I would consider it to be. I don't know if that really counts, but that's what I'd consider it to be. I don't know why technology would be... Well, actually, I guess technology would be good against lightning, because technology uses electricity to power itself more often than not, but I don't know. That's what I think, anyway. It could be wrong. It doesn't really matter. Oh, good, he's guarding. Well, we'll still get rid of him this turn. Hulk. Oh, it worked on a PS2 as in the discs, but some ways through it bricks. Okay, gotcha. What do silver spells do? So, silver spells, you have Curia, which cures status ailments. You have the Risen and Rizalim spell line, which revives an unconscious party member, a KO'd party member. You also have the Eterni spells, Eterni, Eternez, and Eternum, and those are instant death spells. So, I guess in a way it's kind of a life and death type of a dealie, whereas Sacri and Noxy could be considered like health and sickness? I don't know. It's kind of weird, I guess. Let me look at my notes real quick here. Where's the next Cham? It's in this area, and there's a moonfish apparently in the southeast corner of this room, but I don't think it's southeast as in like near where I just was, because I didn't hear any beeping. Sacralin crystal, here we go. Let's pop everybody off real quick. So southeast would be like... No, it might be up here, actually. They didn't go up here a minute ago. I still don't hear anything. Where's this take me? Oh, it'll take me back. Okay. So if I want to go back near the entrance, it'll let me go there. Takes me a long way, too, apparently. Alright, well, that's okay. Means it'll be a nice shortcut to get out of here, I guess. I do, however, think that there's a moonfish near there. I remember the moonfish guide saying it's like near the platform that takes you to the start. I don't know where it would be. Oh, hang on, I see it. It's up there. I don't know how well you guys can see it on the screen there, but the closer we get, you might be able to see it a little better. It's kind of shining in the background. I just pointed at the screen like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie. It was kind of funny, actually. But I can't get it from here, unfortunately, so... The topic switch. Yesterday you were down Nostalgia Lane, and you guys know Rayman M? They don't do games like they used to, and really not give stage names a good ring. I'm familiar with the Rayman series, but Rayman M does not ring a bell. Was that an official game, or was that like a hack of some kind? Because I remember the old Rayman games. I never really got to play them outside of, I think I got to play a demo of Rayman 2 at one point. Excuse me. I think that was on the Dreamcast actually as well, but Rayman M doesn't ring a bell. The ones that I've played more are the Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends more recently. So we've played me and my brothers have played the entirety of Rayman Legends actually, and we originally recorded it to post on YouTube a long time ago, but some of the audio got pretty badly corrupted and it didn't really work out, so... Well, unfortunate, because I thought the playthrough was hilarious, if I'm honest with you, and I don't usually say that about myself. So probably we gotta go over there to get to that moonfish. First we gotta go over here, so... Just push against it, there we go. It is official, but it has a remake called Rayman M Arena. Interesting. So Rayman M Arena, is that like a fighting game then? Or is this like Sonic the Fighters? I've barely even seen anything with that, with Sonic the Fighters, but I think I recall it. Is that Civil and Bane again? God damn it. What are you doing here? Yeah, let's just do a little guarding, because Blast hurts like hell. Crystal will do good damage though, so let's do some Spirit Charging and see if we can work on that next turn. It's an old Rayman 3D multiplayer PvP racing game. The remake is bullshit on the music. Or, not Blast, Burst. That's it. That's interesting, though. I didn't know Rayman did a... I mean, the 3D makes sense because they were working towards that with the series, like, right from early on. But a multiplayer PvP racing game sounds pretty interesting, actually. Not something I expected, I guess. You can use regular crystals, and I still have enough for tackle, then. Zivil and Bane, if you live this turn, I'm gonna be impressed. Yeah, ah! It doesn't open mouth. Oh, good, a crit. Ow. That's not very nice. Oh, old JRPGs before lip syncing was a thing. Never change. He's gonna live this turn, I think, because this is our second Crystallis, so only Drachma's got left to go. So unless he has like 1300 HP and that's it, which I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, he's still living. Well, one more Cutlass Fury should do. I don't know, though. I think I need to have Aka heal Fina because she's looking a little under the weather. So, let's use a Sacred's Crystal. Definitely guard, though, Fina, because we don't need you dying here. Oh, it has the characters from Rayman 2 with the Robo-Pirates? Okay, gotcha. So did they make it like right after Rayman 2 then? Like before they made Rayman 3, they made this as like a side project then? Or? Because it sounds interesting. I just never got to play it, so it's kind of like... I'm just conceptualizing it in my head, you know? What I would think it might be like. Oh, good, almost 3,000 gold out of that. That's pretty good. And Aka got Panica. Yeah, it is Panica for the next one. Oh, and a Vital Seed. That's cool. He did get up just to die. Yeah. Hey, Amarella, how's it going? Welcome back. We are in the lost city of Rixus, and the joke about it being El Dorado is now relevant because I just found a golden mask in here, so that's cool. A valuable treasure sought by Zivil and Bane in Rixus. This is one of the items that you could use for the VMU thing with the memory cards on the Dreamcast, if I remember right. It serves no purpose other than to get sold in this game, though, but it's pretty valuable from what I understand, so... max HP by 30. Aka, you can have this. I know Fina probably could use it too, but yeah, Aka could probably use it a little more. You know what? I'll use the Sacrum Crystal because well, I guess we're not really that under the weather at the moment. I can wait. It's fine. Really, it's only Vice at the moment. Alright. Yeah, it should sell for a pretty penny. Okay. Was there a... I wasn't looking. Oh, there's a cupel around here. Or not a cupel, a cham. Down here, maybe? Nope, it's upstairs. And that leads that way. If I can get that way. Let's see where this goes. Well, it leads over there, so... Okay. Well, first let's look for the cham, because that's somewhere around here. Actually, look down here first, and then we'll go back up, we'll look for the cham, and then we'll see what we can do about these platforms. I'm surprised we saw Zivil and Bane in, like, the dungeon itself. I would have figured... Or no, actually, we opened the chest and then we saw him. Never mind. I was thinking we, like, got into the encounter right before the chest, but no, that's not true. I think we go back to red, actually. For the Langries. And then... Yeah, Pyre works. And we'll just double up on it just in case. And I guess you just... No, I guess I'll just have you attack one of the Langries, whatever. Assess damage. Yeah, again, it must be like an increased priority move because they're moving faster than they usually do. It might be just like a guard of some kind that they do. But I don't know. Actually, we're going to use Pyre here, so that'll check on the damage. Well, maybe, because two of them used assess damage, and now they took less damage, so it's possible. Zoink Scoop, 4 enemies! Yeah. Definitely got some Shaggy in here. I just hope they don't go Ultra Instinct on me. I still can't even believe that's a thing. Come on now. You have the racing part where you have high and low routes. High is faster but harder to do, and low is easy but slow. Of course, it really gives you speed through the entire time. Yeah, okay, gotcha. That's cool. So it kind of rewards you for being skilled at the game then. That's interesting. Like, let's assess the heck out of here! Yeah, exactly. Music is dependent on your character. Then there's the fighting part where you open item boxes and then shoot whatever item you... Okay, gotcha. So it sounds like a... kind of almost a contemporary for the time because there was a lot of, like, Mario Kart and... Diddy Kong Racing and all that sort of stuff coming out at the same time. So it sounds like they were trying to make sure they had their own contemporary versions, basically. Oh, okay, I see. So this is where the platform would go if it wasn't for the fact that that's broken. Alright. Alright, let's go hit the cham. Alright, now I know I heard you. I'm not crazy. Maybe I am crazy, I don't know. What the heck is that thing? Polraxis. Okay, well, it's green, so I guess I could use Pyre and stuff on it. Oh, the fighting part is a separate stage. Either you race or you fight. Okay, that's cool. So it's almost like the battle mode then in like Mario Kart, except you're not in a cart the whole time. You're fighting. That's interesting. So maybe closer to like a Mario Party type of a deal then? I mean, without the mini games, obviously, but you know. Still an interesting idea. I think it might be kind of a fun thing to play. Alright, Polraxis, let's see how much HP you've got. Not much. Oh, good. They can stone me. That's just great. Gonna need gems of fluidity for these guys. Nah, it's not really that big of a deal. Hell, Fina can probably take out even the guy that's assessing damage by herself. Yeah, just about. I'm just glad that Stone isn't like Nocturne version, the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne version of Stone, where like if you get hit by physical attacks after getting stoned, there's a random chance of you like shattering into a million pieces and then basically being dead, because that would not be fun. Well, we got 3 enemies, so I guess I'll just get rid of them instead of Curia Crystalling. I'm pretty sure you still receive experience if you are stoned, because it wears off, so... Ow. Oh, the fighting is similar to the balloon fight from Mario Kart, and that's unfortunate for you to realize, but you can jump. Okay, well that's interesting. Helps a little bit with giving you a little more options, you know. Luckily, video game logic means you're okay after the battle, even if you break and become pieces and dust, yeah. Yeah, it's rather nice that you can still put the person who gets stoned back together in Nocturne with just a revival bead. Because it might be a little bit hard to do otherwise if they're just a bunch of pieces on the ground, so... Oh, there's another Moonberry and another Gem of Fluidity for us. That's cool. Yeah, or become a zombie. Yeah, that's also a problem that could happen. Is it possible Cupel is up from us here? Like, maybe on a higher ledge? Maybe. What does my notes say about the next one? Broken stairs in the moving platform room. I mean, there's broken stairs everywhere notes, so I don't know about that one. Let's see. Well, let's go upstairs. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Yeah, everyone has Piccolo regeneration from DBZ. Yep, just like, oh, well, lost an arm. Let me just... just smash it back out of your body, like, instant regen. It's like, holy shit, man. That looked like it hurts like hell. I'm gonna use Pyriz, because why not? And you know what? I should probably have Fina use Pyre, actually, is fine. Should probably have her attack too, just in case I get stoned. Like, one of them gets stoned, you know? I just think it's kind of funny in some ways, though, that, like, the status effect doesn't take effect until after you've already counterattacked. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's just kind of silly, I guess. It's like, I have enough time to be cognizant before the status effect takes place. Like, it doesn't instantly petrify you. It's, like, slowly taking effect, so you're like, this is my last chance. You just blast them. Okay, there we go. We got Pyrum. Cool. Only one of them is going to be able to use it at a time, but... Oh, there we go. That's where the Cham is. And also there's that, which I can get to from one of the other platforms. So. He actually got turned to stone and shattered in the Majin Buu arc just fine after unstoning, yeah. I don't know how that works, but good for him, I guess. Okay. So, I think we crystallize these guys. Since they're, you know, red element, that should work a little better against them than just spamming Pyre. You really have to point out that the music from Rayman M is godlike. You would not expect the music from a place called Coconut Island to be as good as it is. Okay. I'll check it out. It's funny, though, because a lot of racing games have interesting OSTs like that. Like, a lot better than you might expect them to be from just, like, a... It's not, like, a main game in the series, so it's like, why is this stuff so good? One noteworthy version that I can say has a really solid soundtrack is Jak X, which is the racing game that takes place after Jak 3. Very interesting soundtrack in that one. Very good soundtrack in that one. I have not beaten Jak X because I've never been able to play a version of it that actually, like, works well. The PS4 version, from what I understand, is really, like, laggy and slow in some places, but the PS2 version had an even bigger problem. And the problem with the PS2 version was that if you... oh, I can use this one to move. Oh, no, wait, this will just take me back to where I started from, yeah. The PS2 version, there was a possibility that you just wouldn't be able to save your save file because it wouldn't recognize the memory card on some copies of the game. So you'd have to beat the entire 8-hour-long game without saving. So I guess emulation works in that department, but I don't know. My PS2 emulator is okay, but not great, I guess. So... Oh, Coconut Island sounds like some Wild Western showdown far away from Island anything. That's interesting. It's always cool, though, when they do that with the music. They do something that you might not necessarily expect with it, so that's cool. Let's try out our new spell, shall we? Fina, why don't you just help out with the Polraxes, even, while I blow things up. Nice. Well, that one-shot's basically everything. So I guess we'll keep that in mind for later. Every character's racing music is amazing, like Sonic R quality. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. Sonic R did have some pretty good music in it, so... It's like I said, a lot of racing games have pretty solid soundtracks to them. So... Like, you wouldn't expect them to put in as much effort as they do, considering it's like a... It's not a main game, you know, but they do. Yeah, okay, Meteors, yeah. Definitely getting some, like, Meteor or, like, Firaga vibes from it, so. Closer to, like, Final Fantasy II Firaga, I guess, without the bomb-looking explosion. They just hit, you know. Still, cool effect. Now we just got to see what the next one is after that. Oh, there's another Moonberry. Actually, we got 2 already, so technically speaking, I already had enough to get Eika's next super move. And that's fine, because the next one is the one that I wanted to get anyway, and we actually have a good point of using it at this point, because she has 2 MP left, and we don't quite have enough SP at the beginning of a fight to use it just yet, but we can get there. What it does is it makes her completely impervious to damage for 1 full turn. It's got increased priority, so it happens at the beginning of the turn. But the more important effect out of all of it, specifically for random battles, is that it gives her back 10 MP. So now not only is she the fastest party member that you have, she's also a mana battery. She just gives herself back MP, and she now has Pyrum, which means she can blast the field ad nauseum. So, yeah, we're gonna use Epsilon Mirror. It's pretty good. It does good stuff. It's just that we need to wait a turn in order to use it for right now, but eventually we won't have to wait a turn. Eventually we'll have 10 right off the bat at the beginning of a fight, and then we can just... Okay, well, Eika needs mana. Eika needs MP, so let's just use Epsilon Mirror while we guard or regularly physical attack, and then we'll just bring the thunder after that, you know? So... but now that we have that, I might get Fina her next one with our next Moonberry, because it's pretty good. It's basically, I said it before, it's basically a Curia Crystal on everybody. But after those are done, I think we're going to focus on getting Vice all the way to the top, because he needs 5 Moonberries total to get his last move, so he needs 2 and then 3. And his 4th move is okay. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. It has its uses. I don't usually use it that much, but... as its use. It's like physical Delta Shield, basically. I saw that the map wasn't filled out, that's why I'm coming back this way. But his last move is a really, really powerful attack, so it's one of the strongest super moves in the game. So it'll come in handy for us. We don't need Pyrum for this one, let's just use Pyre. Or should I hold off and... Well, I think you should guard, actually, because you've only got 2 MP left, and then you can use Pyre. And then you can help me with the Polraxis, but... Excuse me. Yeah, if we weren't trying to thin out the numbers, which we are at this point, I'd probably be able to use Epsilon Mirror. Oh good, call allies. Give me more experience, thank you. And more money. Let's just hope Fina goes pretty soon. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal if she doesn't, because then more of them can call in allies like this. And then they can all die. It's just one of those nice things about Skies of Arcadia, though, because if you're one of the kinds of people who kind of likes grinding and getting yourself a little over-leveled for stuff, there are a lot of different enemies in the game that will call their allies into a battle, so it kind of saves you the trouble of having to wander around and look for random battles, because most of the time, as long as you fight every battle that you see, you won't have to worry about grinding, because they'll either call their allies in, or there'll be a looper variant in the battle, and that'll just get you all the experience and money that you really could need. So, it's nice how they balance it, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh, there's another platform up there. Okay. And I think if I go up from here, I might be able to get to that moonfish now, depending on how far away it is. Yeah, maybe if I go upstairs one more time. A light coat. Okay, what's that do? Let's see. Probably for Aka or Fina. Let's see. Nope. Is it for Vice then? No. Maybe it's just Fina then. Let's see. She's got a fiber robe at the moment. Light coat. Gives her extra hit percentage and dodge. Lightweight coat that increases the wearer's agility. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. It's better than the fiber robe. Holy shit, it's way better than the fiber robe. What the hell? Why is it different? Oh, no, it's not showing that correct. Oh, because I would unequip it. Okay, I see what it's doing there. I thought all of a sudden it was like, why does she have double the defense? But no, it's you look at the one up top and that tells you the plus. And this is quite a bit of a plus, so let's give that to her. Gives her extra stats even. I usually try to look for the items that give extra stats when I equip people with stuff. That's probably why Aka still got that Nazir Combat Mail on, even though it's not really that great of armor for her at the moment. Maybe I should equip the other one that I just unequipped, the Fiber Robe. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually, because it's quite a bit better on the magic defense, so it's a little less attack and will, but... Well, if I need will at this point, I'll just use Pyram, you know? So... She doesn't really need will to be super high. It's nice when it's high enough where she can kill stuff with it, but as long as she has the high-level spells, she's usually fast enough to do a whole bunch of stuff with it, so... Alright, so let's kill the Polraxis. And then... I guess just hang around and let them attack me while I work on Epsilon Mirror. I'll skip over that. Your favorite... I would assume this is favorite music from the Rayman game that you're talking about. Is from a map called Rise and Shrine. That's kind of interesting. What's it sound like? I guess I'd have Vice use Pyram while Aka does Epsilon Mirror. He'll probably still kill things like that. Alright, let's test it out, shall we? I guess Fina could do it too, since she's, you know, got more magic power. So yeah, now that we have Epsilon Mirror, the only person in our party that really needs to use those crystals is going to be Fina. Or not crystals, magic droplets is going to be Fina, so that helps out quite a bit. So yeah, she quite literally turns into a mirror, and she gets 10 MP back, so that's cool. Definitely helpful. And as you can see, she's completely invincible. No physical attacks can hurt her, no magical attacks can hurt her, no super moves can hurt her. I'm not sure if she's immune to statuses, I would assume so, but I don't know that for sure. It's undescribable, okay. I'll look it up. I'll look it up and see what it sounds like, just to get an idea. Anyway, but yeah, see, now she's back at 12 MP, so now she can just start blasting things again. And we don't need to use any magic droplets for her. So the magic droplet economy will now be quite a bit better for us, because we only have to worry about Fina.
I'm glad everyone is okay.
Okay, so Drac moved it to 21, that's good. More max spirit. I'd like regular spirit, but the 10 power is nice. So, okay, so Aka's 200 away from getting Crystallum. I really probably should work on more blue and yellow spells, honestly. I don't know, I'm just, like I said, I'm not a big fan of them. I usually prefer just red and purple spells. Does the ice spells have an AoE version? Unfortunately, no. All ice spells are single target only. So I guess that messes around a little bit with their utility, because then they're mostly just used in single target situations, but... oh, okay, we can see it from here. There we go. Gotcha, little guy. Alright, so that's that. But yeah, all ice spells are single target only, just like how all red spells are multi-target only. So, all of the different types of spells have different area of effects, basically. So, like, you've got your red spells, which are multi-target. You've got your purple spells, which are single-target. You've got your blue spells, which are a circle AoE. So, in a circle around the enemy that you use it on. And then you've got your yellow element spells, which are a line AoE. So, they hit in a line directly in front of the person using it. So, like... Basically, if I used Electri right now, whoever would use it would point themselves towards one of the enemies on the field. So like, let's say Vice does it to this guy here. He would point himself towards that enemy, and then anything that's in the line between Vice and that enemy would get hit by it, Electri as well. In this case, there's nothing between them, so only the one would get hit, but yeah, that's the idea anyway. Yeah, fish, indeed. Next time I feed the egg, it'll be an adult. Yeah, probably, because we've got like 4 moonfish or something ridiculous like that at this point, so it's... He's gonna level up quite a bit. I'm gonna try Crystalline and see if that's enough to kill these guys. I hope I don't, like, activate some berserk system or something by doing this. Probably not. Would be kind of funny, though. But yeah, you're probably right. It probably will level up again because of all the stuff that we've got at this point. So. I forget how many stages Maria's fish bird thing has. I forget if it's like just 3. I think it might be 4. Like it has the one when it starts, and then every 6 that you feed it, I think it changes its stage. So like... At 6 it changes, then at 12, then 18, and then at 24. And 24 is the max because there's 24 moonfish, so...
That was easy.
Excuse me. I think there's 24 moonfish anyway. I'm pretty sure that's the max. Alright, and you've got Panica. We're between 230 and 190 and 230 from getting any more, getting to Crystallum, so... And we got an Ickle Seed there. That one, I forget what it does. Is that the will one? Yeah, it is. Fina, here you go. Alright, cool. And then, I guess we're okay other than that for now. Vice is almost 22. And, what's the next blue spell that we can get? Let's see here. We've got Quicka and Drilln, right? Yeah. So the next spell that we get in either of these, we get Wevlas for blue and we get Electras for yellow. Maybe I'll work on that because, like, we've got a ways to go before... Even with Aka and Fina, we've still got a ways to go before we get Crystallum. Now, Crystallum, if I remember right, is only 3 SP to use, but still, it's... I mean, I guess it would be really powerful for a boss fight, so maybe I'm talking myself out of working on anything else, especially since I barely ever use Wevly or Electri. So... I don't know, we'll eventually get most of the spells. I think if I remember right, Wevly and Electri are more useful in ship battles than they are in actual practical combat. Because most of the time in regular combat, you just can use Pyre and get away with it, so... Got a Ruin Arm here. Or you never find more because you're bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a possibility. I'm trying to find as many moonfish as I can, though, because I want to... Like, if you find enough of them... There are some weapons that you get later on in the game, and they're like some of the best weapons that you can get for the characters that they're for. Like, there's one for another character we haven't recruited yet, and it's like not his most powerful weapon, but it has a higher chance to inflict instant death than the Deloco drill does, and like 200% accuracy, so it never misses. So, yeah, there's a few weapons that are similar to that. They're either the strongest in attack, or they have like a really powerful effect. So it's worthwhile to get as many as you can to try to get those. So a little extra attack in exchange for... Well, I haven't gotten the instant death proc yet, so I guess I'll just go with a little extra attack. We're finally at the point where the mace hand is practically caught up to, because I think it was like 120 power or something, and that was like 112, so... If you've been using the mace hand up to this point, you're probably going to want to put it away soon. Where does this go, anyway? Is this just going to take me back down? Yeah. Okay. So that's one shortcut, and then there's a second one right there that'll take us all the way down. Alright. I'm getting a picture now, so that's good. Looks like there's quite a bit of area back there left to go, though, so... Of course, I'm just running around in circles most of the time here, trying to put the map together, and I'm dumb, so while I'm running around in circles, I'm not, like, just using the C-stick function to move the camera. I'm, like, running while moving the camera, so that doesn't really help. Yeah, let's just use Pyrum. It's fine. And then you do that, and then... Ooh, that's kind of fancy looking. Looks like a bug mandible, but with a big... Actually, it kind of looks like a Ratchet and Clank gun now that I look at it. Like, almost like a Tesla coil of some kind. That's cool looking. I like that.
Moons, give me strength.
You also wonder why you can never have more than usually 4 party members at once when the enemies have, like, 10. Yeah, that's a fair question. I think we'd have to levy that question, or level that question against, like, most JRPGs in general, because, like, usually you have more than 4 party members, but you can only go out in, like, groups of 4 or 5 at a time. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, this platform only has room for enough people. Like, why not throw numbers at it, but... Actually, if you want an RPG that fixes that trope, or that looks at it in a different light... Suikoden, specifically Suikoden 2, I know actually looks at that trope and says, nah, that's kind of bullshit. And then it basically has you... there's one boss fight that you do later in the game with a... it's like, I don't think he's the main antagonist, but he's one of the major antagonists of the game. And it takes an entire army to take down his reinforcements, and you need to fight him with 3 separate parties of 6. So you need like 18 party members plus an entire army that you've recruited just to take this one guy down. So it's pretty fantastic, actually, so... Someone has to stay with the ship. Bullshit. All of you go. In Suikoden, you get a hub for all of your 108 pals. Yeah. Suikoden is nuts. There are so many recruitable party members that there's no possible way that they get a ton of character development unless they're like the main characters. But, yeah. It's cool, though, because there's so many people and there's so many to choose from that you could basically just find one that's like, oh, I like this person. So, Chrono Cross kind of had a similar deal where they had like 45 or something recruitable party members, but I didn't like the way Chrono Cross did it because a lot of them ended up... There's like certain characters that get specific amounts of development, and it's like a significant margin more than other characters, so... No one can steal your ship if you kill them all. I guess that's fair. Anyway. Oh, okay. Well, let's go see what the ghost wants. Oh, okay. Bye. I don't know, but I guess we're gonna have to find out, aren't we? Don't let him get away, he says, as I go this way. Oh, probably we gotta chase him around then. Okay. Like it's gonna be a big circle or something. Is this like the far-fetched minigame in Pokemon Crystal where I have to, like, corner them? Okay, he's going that way now, so if I go back this way... Yeah, see how he's running back to start there? Okay. There's got to be one of these that's like a dead end, so let's explore the whole area first and see if we can find one that's a dead end. And then we'll see if we can corner him. After him, gang! He's getting away, along with Shaggy. Okay, so probably, like, we go this way and that'll corner him, maybe. Because he'll go up? Yeah, that way. Okay. Or at the very least, it'll take him to an area we haven't been to yet. Yeah, now we gotta do Suikoden. Come on now. Oh, it's a glimmer in my eye. It's a thought. Again, I've never played it. I would have expected other people to have... I think I mentioned I would have expected H.C. Bailey to play it, but he didn't play it, so... One of these days, I'll try Suikoden out. I'll probably try Suikoden 2 out, because it's the one that I know the most about, so... Oh, okay, well, that's convenient. Thanks for fixing the elevator for us. Or, hovering platform. It's not really an elevator, because it's not going up and down. It's just going left and right. Can I take this? No. Alright. You smell a boss fight. You're probably correct, yeah. Just gotta find the save point first before the boss fight. Yeah, Scooby-Doo door chase scene. You played 3 to 5. 3 is good, 4 is god-awful, 5 is good, but you forgot most of it. So, actually thinking about it, I think I did play one of the Suikodens, but I don't remember which one it was, and I only played it on a demo disc on the PS2. It was one where you start on a beach. I think you got shipwrecked or something. And you start on a beach, and you're like a dude with knives for a weapon. And there's very little about it that I remember because it was very generic. I don't know. It was enough for like a demo disc, but like it was very generic to me, so... Oh wow, we're above the clouds. Fancy looking Aztec temple. That's cool. I wonder if I should make that the thumbnail. Maybe without the lens flare. Hang on. There we go. Just take a quick snapshot in case. That's 4, okay. So it's there's a consensus behind the fact that it's very generic then. Okay, gotcha. Is there anything else that I need to get here? We already got the moonfish, we already got the 2 chams, and the next cham is a second type of cham, but like a different one than the one we've gotten. But we won't be getting it just yet because we need to wait until after the sequence of events that happens here before the trader shows up for the first time. That is trader, or T-R-A-D-E-R, not traitor, like T-R-A-I-T-O-R. Yeah, I'll top Ache off too, why not? And then Sacrum Crystal. Just top everybody off, even though Drachma's the only one that needed it. Alright, that's fine. I mean, we've got a bunch of money. We've got almost 33,000, so I'm okay with using a little bit of it to, you know, buy some more Sacrum Crystals. And we haven't saved since the entrance, so let's save. It's been like an hour. It's been a little longer than an hour since the last time I saved. That's great. Well, I guess that's what happens. Nothing over here, but I guess I can fill the map out while I'm here. Don't know if there's enemies up here or not. And we're definitely not getting over there. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, air too thin, fades into the 6th dimension, yeah. I can't handle it. 3 starts you off in a tribe, a knight ship, or a mercenary crew. And 5, you're a prince with your entourage. 3 has multiple choices like a Saga Frontier or Trials of Mana game. Eventually you do all of them. Okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't played any of the sagas past the original 3 Final Fantasy Legends, but I'd be down for that. Be interesting. Worth giving it a shot. One of the games coming up that I'm going to play... Oh boy, there's the boss. Of course there's a Quetzalcoatl ripoff. Why wouldn't there be? Yeah, one of the games that I'm going to be playing coming up is, from what I understand, a relatively unknown PS1 game. What's it called? Threads of Fate, I think is what it's called. Dream, who's a regular viewer here, actually... suggested it, so I'll be trying that one out. So yeah, there's our pinata. Beat it up. Something like that. Okay, Richtelish. Gotcha. This guy is green element, so we could still work on purple, I guess, but I'll switch to red. It's fine. Do we already all have Pyrum? I think we all got it at this point, so I don't really need to work on anything else after this. I mean, you can get Pyrulen if you keep working on it to the next level, but you don't really need it that badly, so... Threads is a good time, snarky humor and charm, good music. Yeah, I have no waking idea about anything about it because I've never played it, but I'm going to give it a shot because it sounds like it'd be kind of interesting. Let's do a safety Delta Shield to start with, and then Or do I want to do Glyphs of Might on everybody? Because it's not likely that everybody's going to get, like, blasted with a Turnum or something in this one. And that's the nice thing, kind of, about the instant death spells in this game, is that I think the only ones that are capable of killing your entire party are, like, super moves. So you're not going to get into a situation where it's like, oh, a Turnum, your whole party's dead, you know? This game isn't that masochistic.
Let's try this.
Quetzalcoatl ripoff. Quetzalcoatl is a snake with feathered wings and is usually good aligned. Yeah. It's possible that this one is a bit of a different interpretation. Ow. That hurt a little bit. And I mean, for all he knows, we're grave robbers or treasure hunters or something, so maybe the good aligned is still possible, but yeah, it's more... He's not exactly feathered as much. I mean, he does. He looks like he's straight out of Viva Pinata, so... Another game that I haven't played. I think it was based on a TV show, actually.
This should work.
And I have no frame of reference for it, but there you go. Alright, so, I could Cutlass Fury. We're probably going to need... I think Fina is going to, at the very least, need some healing here. Let's see... Yeah, Fina's definitely going to need some healing, because even on a guard, I don't think she'll live the next, whatchamacallit. So let's use a Sacrum Crystal. And, let her guard, and we'll let you do a Spirit Charge. We'll start working on the healing salves as well, but we'll work on that in a minute. They can talk, and that right there is a bird. Yeah, fair enough. I caught a few people with that. It's got a little bit more of a line to it than, like Electra's or something. I'm so damaged that I'm even getting the danger music. That's alright. Got a bit of HP, this guy, though. That's cool.
Let's try this.
Might need a dedicated healer for this one. But yeah, the music spins back up into the regular music once you've sufficiently healed yourself, so there you go. Not too bad. Maybe I'll have you just use Sacri on the person with the lowest HP. So in this case, I guess we'll have Vice go from there. Do I want to have Fina attack? No, not really. I think I would rather have her throw healing salves out. So, I mean, I could use Lunar Blessing, I guess, instead, since we don't... haven't used that yet, so let's give that a shot, because Spirit Charge costs nothing, so... And this will actually establish regen on everybody. It's not as powerful of a regen, but it's still a regen, so... It also doesn't heal you immediately, it just gives you the regen, so... Less item use, but also not as effective as just giving you the healing salve, because that heals you for 250, and in addition to healing you for 250, it also gives you a 250 HP regen. In this case, it doesn't heal you at all, you just get regen on everybody, and after that, you get a 200 HP regen, so... Circle of Panic, that confused somebody. Oh, it's okay. I don't know if it's Drachma or not, but we'll... Hopefully Aka... I mean, Aka's fast enough, she should be able to heal before they go. Whoever it was. Unless it was Aka, in which case, well, that's gonna hurt. It is Drachma. Okay. Oh, and whatever it was went away, so that's good. So yeah, as you can see, just 200 HP regen. Not too bad, but not the best, I guess. Do we use the crystal as box? I mean, I guess. I don't see why not. Get a little extra damage off. Or should I have Fina do that? Maybe I'll have Fina do that, Naka, you can just focus. I should probably buy a few more crystal as boxes. Oh well. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance showed us the beauty of timed music. Yeah, definitely. To give you an idea of here's what we can do when the music is timed properly for the action on screen. So there were, predecessors to that, but it was definitely one of Metal Gear Rising's strongest points, was the fact that it used music so effectively to convey what was going on. So more Circle of Panic. Alright.
Let's try
It's a good thing Drachma already went, because otherwise that Circle of Panic might do bad things for me. And there we go, we got him below 50%, so that'll help there. Oh, okay, it doesn't always go away immediately. Okay, that's fine. Aika, why don't you cure your Crystal Drachma? I don't know if I can even control what he does in this turn, but whatever. Crystal is a go-go? Yeah, he's completely uncontrollable at the moment. That's okay. Not great, but it's okay. We can make it work. Yeah, I mean, rules of nature! Yeah. Okay, Metal Gear Rising, I need you to understand, you can only be so epic before I just start screaming.
Give me strength.
I'm running across missiles at this point to cut up the guy that was, I think, if I remember right, Ray was like one of the final bosses of Metal Gear Solid 2 or something ridiculous like that. And here you are fighting him in the tutorial, running down his missile silo that was in his back, cutting cutting him into pieces, and it's like, holy shit, wait a minute. This is nuts. And that's only the tutorial boss too. Like, we're not even talking about like the other bosses that you fight later on, like Monsoon, where they have you jumping up a Washington Monument-esque pillar thing that he throws at you, and then slamming him into a building and cutting him apart. Like, there's so many moments in Metal Gear Rising that are just absolutely fucking ridiculous, and as a result of that, they're fantastic. So,
Let's try this.
got it. We'll let Aika heal. There we go. Top everybody off. And this should be it from these two, so. Yeah, and Stains of Time, A Stranger I Remain. Red Sun a little less so, because most people, when you fight Sundowner, don't end up cutting all the shields off, so you don't even get to hear the vocals in Red Sun. But it's a thought, so. They should have done more with Sundowner's boss fight to make it so that that wasn't like a thing that you could do where it's like, oh, I could just skip the vocals by not doing the mechanic. Yeah, your personal favorite, Red Sun, yeah. All of them very good. All of them very good. So, I'd be hard-pressed to pick a favorite, if I'm honest, so. Yeah, the Hot Wind Blowing, yep. The only thing I know for real, there's a whole ton of good stuff in there. 1,800 experience, that's nice. Aika got to level 22. Got a bunch of will, a little more quick. Okay, 309 to Pyrulen, which is a little bit of a stretch goal there. But I guess between, she's got a little bit less to get for purple to get to Crystalline, but that's okay. And then 220 for Fina, so we'll get there. A Sylph Seed, I don't know what that does, but cool. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm my own master now, Collective Consciousness, yeah. Every single track with vocals in that game is in some way, like, it's in some way memorable from that, so. Yeah, it has to be this way, yep. So is it sealed underneath the pedestal that's there?
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, actually, that's kind of similar. She's got the, whatever it is, got the Sylvite uniform. Maybe. So maybe Ketchia was a Sylvite. Oh, you can interpret. Well, I guess that makes sense. If there was a Sylvite here, then there would be Sylvite language here for her to read as well. So. Okay, so they sealed one of the Gigases in the forests, so. Okay, so does it say where it is, or? Yeah, okay, huh. Fair question, did they maybe make the crystals? Or were they, like, just trying to offer, relief, considering what's happening? Oh, yeah, I suppose that would be a bit of a problem now, wouldn't it? Because they couldn't contain the Gigases. Oh, well, that's problematic. They haven't fully recovered yet, as it turns out. I mean, they've done well for themselves considering, but it's not like other civilizations that have sprung out of the ruins. But then again, the other civilizations probably didn't get almost completely wiped off the map, so... Yeah, probably. Are the Gigases sentient? I think so. They were created to be weapons of destruction, but that doesn't mean that that was their only purpose. They're not machines. They're actually biological weapons of destruction that were created by the ancient civilizations. But if I recall correctly, they were created from the magic of the moons, so they wouldn't be like technology. They would be more biological, or at the very least magical in nature. So almost like an Esper or an Eidolon or something. So yeah, so where is it? I mean, you'd think it would be right here, but maybe that person that we saw took it? Speaking of which... Show yourself! Uh-oh. Oh wow, it even comes back. That's a fancy arm. Corner him, Vice! There you go. Nice. Not so ethereal now, are you? Yeah, get over here! I could hear Drachma saying that in his old man voice. It wouldn't be like Scorpion, it'd be more like, get over here! Something like that. Yeah, what's the big idea? Yeah, I can see that. So... And exactly how did you do that? Did you take your own ship over here, or what? Oh, okay. I see. So, have you already contacted him, or... Wait, that means he knows where the crystal is. That's why the crystal isn't in the pedestal, because he... Okay, so you guys were the first ones that came here, and you found the crystal. So you were trying to throw all of us off, but why would you do that? Oh no. I know what they're gonna do, and it's not good! Oh boy. Yeah, they're gonna summon the Gigas to try to destroy the Valuans that are here. They think. I kind of hope that it works out exactly like that for them, but something tells me it's not going to work out exactly like that for them. How'd you get past all the random encounters on your own? Maybe he was really following close to us. I don't know. You kind of want all of them at the end to be released and combined into some sort of transformer. That would be pretty cool, yeah. It'd be like, all of a sudden, it's like some sort of like form of the final boss or the super boss or something. They just turn into a big chimeric conglomeration of Gigases. So that's clever, King Ixitaka. You used us as a distraction with the Valuans so that you could summon Grendel. Again, I hope it works out for you, but I'm not convinced it's about to. Now, of course, it's like I said with Recumen, the Gigas has to obey the summoner. As far as I know, that doesn't get breached in this game, but like the pact between Summoner and Gigas, but of course, you gotta be careful what you wish for, because you don't always get the exact thing out of the Gigas that you wanted, so... I'm not convinced by that. I'm pretty sure your ancestors would tell you this is a terrible idea, but they're all dead, so it's kind of hard to, you know, hear them. Yeah, summon 4 of the Titans and stop the moon from falling. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. Just have them all pile on top of each other. Form a giant tower. Turn into Ragnarok and then turn the moons to crystal. Oh wait, that's a different game. Here we go again! Oh, I don't like that sound. Yeah, who do you think that could be? Oh, okay, and Alfonso's even here in his ship, the Cygnus, to try to take them down? Maybe? I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that easy, Alfonso. I'm surprised he's back up and at him. Somebody must have used a sacrolin crystal on him, or sacrolin. I will never revisit those mines. Not physically, not mentally. Not emotionally, either. Oh, boy. Yeah, quick call Beowulf. He's our only hope now to fight Grendel. You don't need Ancestor for them to be told this is a terrible idea, yeah. But would they listen to me if I told them it was a terrible idea? Answer, no, because this is a JRPG and they need to get comeuppance for the fact that they're being irrational. It's just how it is in most stories. That is an interesting design. I hope the big shoulder pauldron thing isn't like a weak spot or something. Or if it is, maybe I'll get to use it against him. Oh, he's got a lens flare meme. Oh my god. Yeah, so Recumen just has like laser beams and everything you use on him. Grendel's just like, I'm gonna fucking punch you. I don't even care. I'm just gonna punch you out of the sky. Is that an Evangelion angel? Yeah, actually it kind of looks like one, doesn't it? I mean, this came out a few years after Neon Genesis Evangelion came out and was popular, so I wouldn't be shocked if they took inspiration. Well, no kidding. I mean, you could fly around him, but... no, the battle is already over. Did you see him blow that thing out of the sky in one punch? Oh, boy. I almost want to give it to Alfonso for actually not being stupid, but, well, he's also sacrificing the men that just may have been alive when that ship went down. Also, Grendel is fucking enormous. We are above the clouds, and it barely goes up past his ankles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we will try. Oh boy. Anyway, let's get back to the ship. We probably need to heal a little, right? Nah, not really. We've got plenty of MP, so we should be okay. Be not afraid, my child, he says with 25 wings and 6,000 eyeballs. Now, whenever you collect something that seals some demon, it's always is freed, and you have to reseal it. We are never very good at our jobs, yeah. If it was some sort of ancient evil of some kind, you'd think they'd just, like, find a way to seal it forever, because they've managed to get enough strange conjecture to be like, well, we can seal it temporarily. Just can never seal it permanently, right? Alright, so it'll take us directly back to the ship, I would assume, unless this is just another cutscene to show Grendel beating people up. Are you guys sure you should be flying that close to him? What if you get collateral damaged? Oh boy. Now, it would be nice if he took out DeLoco while he was at it, because apparently he's still hanging around. Experimental Moonstone Cannon, oh boy. Apparently he had a different version of a weapon other than the flamethrower that he's got. Well, at least they know their stuff. Also probably true. Oh boy. This is another reason why you probably shouldn't have flown so close to Grendel, but hey, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that. Speaking of Grendel, he's like, what the hell? They weren't even aiming at me. Is the ship just gonna explode now, or... Nope, okay. They didn't get a direct hit, but... yeah. Oh boy. That seems like an awfully large loophole that can be abused by whomever summons it, but okay. Fair enough. Or, you know, whoever is the enemy of whoever summons it. Oh boy, here we go. Maybe he'll scare all the fish away, yeah, something like that. Yeah, fire the Mako cannon, kill the ultimate weapon! Oh boy. Oh, big problem. Oh, big problem. Well, okay, he hit the island. I mean, I guess terraforming is in the forecast now too, but I guess it's good that he didn't hit the ship. because King Ixataka and the rest would definitely be dead from that. And Grendel goes wild with no one controlling it. Fantastic. Well, no, I'm pretty sure he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do at this point, Iloko. He's going crazy because no one's conscious to control him. Oh, boy. See, you keep saying that, but it hasn't helped you before this. We've beaten your ship and your traps before, so I'm not so convinced that you'll be able to survive. Okay, so stall long enough to get Grendel to punch him. Got it. Fair enough. He doesn't like fictional floating islands. He's a realist. Yeah, he's very in tune with nature, and fictional floating islands trigger him. So, I mean, I was gonna say we could just fly around, but I guess he does have a bunch of long-range cannons that he could use on us. So. What did the assistant say to the king when he was unconscious? You missed it. Basically what you said, because he said, we need to retreat because until the king wakes up, Grendel's just going to go wild with rage because no one can control him right now. I mean, I guess Isapa could do it, but apparently he's not the summoner, so maybe it doesn't happen. I don't know. If that's the case, though, why does Iloko think that he could control him? Because he didn't summon Grendel. In this case, the only one who can control him, if Isapa can't do it, is King Ixataka. So are you going to take him hostage and force him to use Grendel? Or are you just going to, like, unsummon and then resummon him or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Ah, okay. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by the Moonstone Cannon. It's about as strong as the Harpoon Cannon, so don't get hit by it. Alright, we got a chance over here, so let's use the heavy cannon there. Excuse me. I don't think it's the same as it was in the previous battle, though. I don't think there's like a situation where you can... No, there's some thunder outside. That's interesting. The sun's still out. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't think there's a situation where you can, like, fire in the yellow turns and then get him to be thrown off balance or anything like that, so... let me just focus in the yellow turns and then we'll shoot our shock torpedoes. And oh, okay, I can't hit in that turn. Alright. No, I don't want to use the G cannon, actually. Maybe some Oppa Wax. Or maybe I should use some gear grease instead of focusing. That seems like a good idea, actually. We'll have you use the gear grease there. We'll have you use the Oppa Wax here. Because I don't know what gear grease does, but we'll give it a shot. Does not sound that impressive if it's just as strong. It looks a lot stronger. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be. I don't exactly know how strong it is in comparison. Basically, what I'm saying is that, like, if we get hit by it with 13,000 HP and we're not guarding, it's not going to be good for us, basically. Just use a harpoon cannon yourself if it's the same strength, yeah. I suppose that's fair. Ah, okay, so it's kind of like the focus command, but it's a little stronger. Okay. It's like 2 focuses, at least from what I saw there. Ow. Handgun, huh? Seems like a strange weapon to use on a ship like this, but okay. Fair enough. Alright, so we'll get a little prior damage off, and we'll do what we can here. There's probably going to be a decision that they're going to have me make right here. Awaiting orders. Okay. And that's the end of the turn. So let's see what the decision is. Okay, his ship's not moving. So... well, they're probably charging up for that cannon that they've got. Okay. Yeah, so if I remember right, the way that this battle works is there's... the decision that you make depends on what you need in that particular turn. So, like, if you go hard at him, you can, like, fire the harpoon cannon, if I recall correctly, or basically just do a whole bunch of damage, but then you also have to take into account the fact that you're going to get blasted by the Moonstone Cannon and potentially take lots of damage. Or, if you need to heal, you can back off and you won't be able to do as much damage, but he won't do as much either. So, like, the decision is based on you get 3 chances, but then you'll get blasted by the Moonstone Cannon. So, I think I'm going to take a chance and open fire, and then I'll, like, heal and guard. So, I guess we can't use the Harpoon Cannon right now, but that's okay. Ready all cannons! Open fire! Okay, we can use the Harpoon on the next turn. That's good. Yeah, open fire indeed. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to want to heal the turn before he does that stuff. So, or I guess I could heal on any of the turns that they've got here. So we do like that. Because I want Aka to guard right here. And then Fina can heal. So let's do that. And then we'll use our secondary cannon this turn and this turn. And we should still have... Yeah, we'll have enough SP on the next turn with what we get at the beginning of each turn to use the Harpoon Cannon. So that should help okay. Just top ourselves off before he starts shooting us. Yeah, so he'll spend the whole turn, I think the whole turn, trying to fire on us. He might also use some torpedoes or something, so he'll hit us with all of his stuff, like the cannon and everything else, but, well, we'll see what happens. So here's a thought. On the 4th turn, why not, like, I don't know, redirect the ship so that he doesn't blast us out of the sky? Just a thought. Okay, that's not bad. Just do a little prior damage so we can do that big 15,000 with the Harpoon Cannon. I think that's about how much it does. So, like here, why are we circling back towards the front where the cannon is? Why not just, like, I don't know, circle in a different direction? Like, go back. Turn around. Alright, let's see what you've got. Test Cannon. Looks like the Egg Cannon. See how much it does. It's gonna hurt, but... Okay. Not so much, because we guarded. Alright. Probably would have worked a little better if you used the rest of your firepower on us, so... Ah, so now they're sitting ducks, and that's why we can fire the Harpoon Cannon this turn. Very good, very good. Let's do that then, shall we? Why don't you guard here, just because it's a yellow turn. And then... I'd like to use the Apowax, but if I did that, I wouldn't be able to use the, whatchamacallit. Or you know what, actually, why don't you use the Apowax, here. And you can use Gear Grease, here. And then we'll have Drachma shoot the heavy cannon here. I'd like to use the Apowax before we fire the Harpoon Cannon, but it's not giving me, like, a turn where I can use it to charge it up and then go, so I'll just do it this way instead. Yeah, powerful my ass. Yeah, I guess guarding is pretty busted in these fights, isn't it? It definitely makes a big difference in terms of, like, how much damage you take. Directly in the firing chamber. Oh, okay, we're behind him. I thought we were circling in front of him, but my aim was off, I guess. Oh, only 8,000. All right, well, that's fine. One more shot of that, and we'll be good to go. Aw. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, right in the ass, exactly. We seem to like shooting ships from behind in this game. I guess it is their most vulnerable spot, but especially in this case, because the cannons they have aren't, like, heavily articulated, other than the one on his arm that he's not using. So. Oh, sky got a little darker. Thunder's still going out there. We'll see how close it gets. Yeah, it's a little more than... No, actually, that's probably about exactly 2 focuses. It looked like more, but that's because I'm used to the other focuses from, you know, like the regular battles. And in ship battles, you get more SP from focusing. I think we just go in again, honestly. Like, it just... I mean, there's 2 situations where they fire in this case, but we'll have 2 chances to hit them, so... I think we just go in again. Yeah, it is day on my side of the planet. Yeah, because for all of you, for anybody in Europe, it's like what, like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock I don't know, for you, Lifeblood, it might be even closer to like 1 o'clock-ish in the morning at the moment, so I guess it just depends. Okay, so we're Incrum, so the heavy cannon should do good damage if we use it. I'll probably want to guard on one of these turns. Maybe here. And then you can use Sacres here. Probably take a little bit of damage from that. I don't know, are we going to get hit by the test cannon in one of these turns? Maybe. No, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just go. So we'll just go and see what happens. Okay, well, just get a little extra damage off, and then once the harpoon cannon pops up again, we'll be in good shape. So 6 p.m. where you are, Sephico? Yep, we're in the same time zone then, because I'm at 6:20 Eastern. So, there you go. Oh, okay, so you're about 6 hours ahead of me then, Lifeblood. Yep, because it is 020. Okay, so I guessed correctly. That was not the turn they were going to use the test cannon. But they're moving again, so they probably won't use the test cannon, period, because they're moving, so... Aw. Well, let's see what happens here. Okay, we got hit by the torpedo. That's a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Excuse me. You know what it might be, thinking about the amount of damage that these battles do to you? It might be that the battles that are optional are the ones that are more challenging in this game, because I distinctly remember some of the battles in this game hitting really frickin' hard in the ship battles. But it might be the optional ones, and the story ones, maybe they don't hit as hard because they're story required, you know. Oh, they didn't fire it. So they're gonna have to wait again to use it. I don't hire you to think! Oh boy. Okay, so next turn they will fire it. This turn they will not, but next turn they will. Alright, we can take a chance there. We get the chance shot right there. I'm gonna have you guard here. So use the wax here. And then you shoot the torpedo and have it land on the chance turn. And we'll go from there. Incidentally, I think I explained this before, but Appa Wax is basically the Incrum spell. It's just it doesn't use any SP, which is why it's so nice. If you get the second level of Incrum spell, which is the last red spell you learn, it's called Incrumus. It's, in ship battles, instead of giving you 2 turns of increased attack and defense, it gives you 4 turns of increased attack and defense. So, it's not bad. It's just not... I wouldn't say it's worth the SP to use it, because it costs 16 SP to use it, so... That one was a little close. It's very warm today, so it's like closer to like 85 outside, so that's probably why we're getting some thunder. Some inclement weather. Because the... Oh, nice! Both of them hit. That's good. Usually the torpedoes don't hit in my experience, but, no, worked out there. So yeah, the hot weather usually means that there's some sort of thunderstorm in the area. Deloco's a terrible captain, even worse than you. Yeah, well, that explains why I'm beating him so badly then, doesn't it? So, you guard right there. You can use a... I could use a deluxe kit, or I could use Sacres. I'll just use Sacres because it's a little more convenient. And then 3-inch Blasta. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot. I'm preparing myself in case for some reason I miss, but yeah, I might as well just shoot. Because you never know. They might do an evasive action on one of these turns, even though it's a chance turn. But there you go. Got him. Down he goes. Yes, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. I just hope we don't feel the thunder in this building, because that would be a little unfortunate. Oh, 1,000 experience and 2,400 gold. That's not bad. Fina got to level 22. And we got a Hunter Torpedo as well. Okay, that's probably an upgrade from the Shock one, so That's good. I'm still a little low on HP, though, aren't I? I'm going to need to fix that as soon as we get into battle with Grendel, so... Because I think it's like one right after the other here. I don't know about that, DeLoco. And down he goes. Maybe his ship got hit by thunder. That one was a little close. Well, we drove Valua out of here, so I guess that's good. Now we just got to fix Grendel's wagon, and then we'll be good to go. If I can see him between all the smoke, good lord. Alright, one down. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to manage that one, but, what do you got, Drachma? Let's see. Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. Get his foot stuck in the water. Or just knock him down so his back hurts. I mean, he is a very ancient being, so naturally he probably has back problems at this point. Alright, so we have a plan. Let's see what we can do. Alright, Grendel, let's put you back to bed. Ooh, that one was close too, I think. Yeah, that's like 3 miles. Hope the dog went in the garage, because otherwise he's getting soaked right now because it's pouring outside. Anyway. So we'll do a little chip damage while we're at it. There's a chance and a yellow on the same turn, and I'm a little concerned about that. Well, I'll give it a shot, why not? So you can guard there. Why don't you use... let's have you use a deluxe kit. And then we'll do some gear grease as well. Just to focus up a little bit. Spirit charge! Kind of. So in this particular case, you still can't... I think you can beat this one traditionally, unlike Recumen, who had like way too much HP for you to beat him traditionally, but... I think you can just knock Grendel out completely in this one. But I think what they want you to do is to do the conditional, where they have you basically have him fall into the canyon and then he's stuck, and then they unsummon him when the king, you know, pops up. We'll see. Oh, okay, here we go. Fist of Grendel, this might hurt a little. Ow! Swatted me like a fly, good lord. Okay, wasn't so bad. That's not bad enough to where I could be like, yeah, I definitely didn't want to shoot on this turn. Okay, well, he's got quite a bit of HP, so I think we'll do the conditional. Another fist? Boulder throw. Oh boy. Well, we guarded this one, so hopefully this won't do too much. This guy really is just a Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus, isn't he? Okay. So collectively he did about 3,400 damage, somewhere in there. That's not too bad. We can handle that. I mean, if he's doing that every turn, we're going to need a traditional healer, but then that just turns us into a regular old boss fight, basically, so... I mean, I'm kind of all for the big thing on his shoulder, but... Oh boy, head or legs here? Again, I think you just have to outlast him, basically, so... Let's try attacking his head to start with, and then if it doesn't work, we'll attack his legs next turn. I mean, that is where he gets that eyeball thing. Okay, so we get a bunch of chances here, but of course he's going to whack us if we, you know, if we don't do anything with that. So, or he's going to whack us on both turns, basically. I didn't use the Apple Wax last time. Okay, that's fine. And then next turn there's a chance to fire the Harpoon Cannon, so we'll have to see about that one too. So, shoot on... No, I really want to use the Apple Wax, actually. I know it's a chance, so we get more damage off, but... I really would rather get the wax off if I can. Excuse me. So let's just shoot. We'll guard this turn. We'll have you use Sacrez, yeah, here. And then you can use the wax on the first turn. I know I'm using up my chances, but, like, we need to make sure we're buffed properly so we're in good shape for when the Harpoon Cannon comes up, because that's where our main source of damage is, so... Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just hover right around his head there. Or his big shoulder pauldron. Too bad I can't stick a sword in it. Ow. Okay, well, we guarded that one too, so... yeah, that's fine. But yeah, if we keep floating around that big shoulder pauldron thing, that should work okay. I don't even know if it's considered a shoulder pauldron. It might just be like a big... I don't even know. I don't even know what you... I mean, I guess that's just his spine sticking out in the back, but I don't know. That seems suspicious, so... I was going to say suspect, but I started saying suspicious at the same time. Alright, he's assessing damage, that's fine. So what do we got now? Ah, we can fire the harpoon cannon this turn. Good. Very good, very good. Do we shoot a torpedo as well? I feel like we could shoot a torpedo that hits on the turn that the the harpoon cannon hits. And we'd be good. Ooh, that one was a loud one. That's where you can attach another bionicle piece. Yeah, that's where they stack on top of each other, right? There you go. That's a weird flipping for the next turn. Like, it just changes when he attacks? Huh. Usually when they flip that, it's like all offense or all defense, but apparently not this time. Oh, well. You know what I could actually do? Well, first of all, Aka can guard here, and Fina can... use some gear grease there. And then what I could do is I can use the secondary cannon and shoot it between these two turns. So I can get a little extra damage off on him and see how much it does. And all of this will be under Appa Wax, so that should work pretty good for us. I'm going to try to keep a close eye on my OBS studio there to make sure that I don't lose a connection here in case of the thunder outside and the lightning. But, we'll see what happens. Ooh, that's going to go right in his back. Oh, boy. Ah, my pancreas! Well, we did the best we could, but he's got a lot of HP. Alright, we're assessing damage. He's assessing damage. You'd think he would have assessed the last turn and then prepared attack, but whatever. Alright, so we're guarding this. Ow. I can't believe the servos on Drachma's ship are going to be able to take repeated hits like that. Like, that just... It feels like he would quite literally just swat us out of the sky when that happens, but apparently Drachma's ship is very, very capable of rebalancing itself. I don't know. It's fine. I don't remember using gear grease in other fights in this game, like other ship battles when I played it the first time. It seems pretty good. I mean, it's not Spirit Charge exactly, but it gives you as much SP as Spirit Charge, basically, so... It's not a guard, but if it was, that'd be kind of nice. Alright, so we gotta get some Appa Wax off. Have you fire, like, right there. How about you guard? You can use the Appa Wax here. And then we'll fire a torpedo, and it can hit there. Alright, so let's see what happens next. After we get all this stuff done, that is. Get this turn over with, and we'll see what options it gives me. Have fun with this, big guy. Okay, boulder throw. He's got some good-ass aim with that boulder, I'll tell you what. It doesn't do a ton of damage. It looks like it would do a lot more, but... That's kind of the consensus for right now with these ship battles. I mean, we were using evasive action, so it would have done 4,000 if I hadn't guarded, but, you know. What about the next one? Oh, it's the fist. Okay. So we'll probably need to use Sacred next turn. I mean, I guess I could just use one of my repair kits. That heals for the same amount, so. Here you go, big guy. Okay, not bad. I mean, that's 6,500. I'll take it. He's got, like, judging by that, he's probably got about 60 to 70,000 HP, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna cut through all of that. Oh boy. Well, you probably should, because he's probably getting ready to go more berserk. Ah, okay, so now we can hit him with the harpoon cannon and knock him into the valley there. Cool. And then, ideally, the king will, you know, pop back up, and then we can go from there. Okay, so here's my thought process. They said hit him hard enough, so I know it's a red thing, but we harpoon cannon him. We use a torpedo that hits on the same turn, and then we use our blaster, and I'll have Fina heal as well. So we'll just, like, stack all the damage in one turn, and then we'll have Fina heal just to keep us topped off so we're not going to die too badly. Because we might die pretty badly if this doesn't work out. Well, let's see what happens. Stack all the damage in that turn. Target lost. Good. Good. With all the lightning and thunder outside, you'd think I was fighting the yellow Gigas. I don't know how much that's showing up on the microphone, but I can definitely hear it, so there you go. Alright, so send out the torpedo. And we'll just super blast him on that fourth turn, even though he's going to whack us, but that's okay. That's it, big guy creep. Just a little closer to that valley. This might hurt a little. Well, I guess it's just the fist. I mean, it'll do like, what, 2,500 damage? Okay, not even. 1,500. Easy. That's it, big guy. Keep going. Alright, pull us around! Oh, okay. Here we go again. He's gonna get his last hit in before we smack him upside the head with everything we've got. Okay, that's fine. Bring us around, Vice! We gotta hit him with everything! Something was lost. Oh, the 3-inch blaster. That's fine. Torpedo should hit still, though. Blast him! Right in the back. Yep. That looks to me like GG. And down he goes. Good work, everybody. Yeah, we should probably try to calm him down now. That seems like a good idea. So yeah, you'll get experience in gold no matter how you finish that fight. You could just fight him flat out if you don't have the harpoon cannon there, and probably kill him eventually, but it would take a long time, so let's just do it the way that they want you to. Oh, Dracula got some extra MP, nice. And for beating him, we get a complete kit. That's a full heal, if I remember right. Excuse me. Also get a Captain Stripe for leveling up, and a Grendel Wing. Apparently a piece of him flew off, and now Aka can use it as a weapon, so that's just great. We'll see if it's better than the Storm Wing. Yeah, well, it's all in a day's work, I guess. I'm glad that your hubris came back to, you know, teach you the lesson, so... Yeah, they're too dangerous to use as weapons, even if it was meant for a good reason. Like, even if you meant well, so... Well, that's the plan, anyway. Thank you, King. Yeah, and judging by the fact that DeLoco and Alfonso both flew all the way back to Valua, I would imagine that all the Valuans are out of here now, so that's cool. Oh yeah, they do have that net up, don't they? Yeah, there's basically an iron curtain, quote-unquote, that was keeping us from going a certain distance through the mountains to get into North Ocean. And yeah, that'll take us back to Valua. So they're retreating through it, and they probably left the front door open while they were at it, so... Seems strange that we're going to the Empire for the third crystal, but, well, maybe we'll figure something out. Maybe the Empire will, like, abandon their people or something, and then we'll have to fight them throughout the rest of the areas we go. Yeah, and they're going to be on high alert when we get there because of what we just did, so... I don't I don't think so. Oh boy. Enough ghosts and enough perverts, right? Wah wah. Alright, but we got the green moon crystal. So 2 down, 4 to go. You actually, the last crystal that you get in the game, you actually don't get it until, well, the final episode. So, yeah, we're making good progress here. Got a ways to go yet, but, I mean, if we keep getting them at a rate of, like, 2 episodes per crystal, that's, like, what, 4 more crystals. So, this is stream number 7, so 9, 11, 13, 15. And that's about what I would anticipate is, like, between 15 and 17 streams for this one, so... yeah. Probably. Let's hope they didn't put it back up, so... Alright, so we'll head through the iron net, and then we'll go straight to Valua after that. So basically we'll head up this way, kind of around, and then here's the Valuan capital here, so there's probably like a western entrance of some kind that we'll be able to go through after we go north of the king's hideout, straight up that way. I think we probably should stop off in Horteka first, though, and see if I can find that ship that sells ship supplies as well, because there's probably going to be a few ship battles to deal with while we're on our way to Valua. Oh, that guy down there, is that just an Ixatakan ship, or... yeah, it looks like it, actually. That's not a ship battle. Oh, I forgot to equip the Grendel wing. Alright, well, we'll try it out in a minute. Don't really need it for this battle, though. Yeah, I'll keep working on Crystalline. And, probably just use Pyrum on these guys. See if that's enough to take them down. Sorry if the flashing lights bother anybody, by the way, from the Pyrums. I could see how if you're photosensitive that might be a little bit of an issue. It's not like a weird color, it's just kind of bright, I guess.
That was easy.
I should probably also use the Captain's Stripe now that I'm thinking about it, because, you know, might as well level my ship up while I'm at it. Okay, so Drachma will get a purple spell soon, and then we can get him a red spell as well. Sacrum is still a ways off. I should probably work on that too. So basically, like, Crystallum and Sacrum would be our next big things to get, and then after that, I think I'll really start working on maybe doing a little bit in blue and yellow, and then we'll start working on getting Crystalline, which is the last purple spell. Might take a while to get that one, though. Oh, is this the trader that I was looking for? I think it actually is. Yeah, it is, because there's a side quest that you can do with one of these ships, and he wants 10 Sky Sardies, and we actually have 50 of them, so if you want 10, that's pretty easy to do. So if you give him 10 Sky Sardies, well, they probably have a hard time catching fish around here, because most of them are in South Ocean, so, yeah. You're welcome. And for giving him the Sky Sardies that you may or may not have already sold, that's why I kept them, you can get the second type of Cham in the game, an Aberic Cham. That one is kind of special because what it does is it changes up the evolution line that Cupel has. So, like, if I fed him an Aberic Cham right now, I think he might swap to something other than... Like, you can basically get him to... If you just feed him straight-up Cham, he'll get to a certain type of weapon later on down the line, up to the point where you feed him 24 Cham. But... so far we've only got 11, so like we'll get our 12th one soon, and then we'll keep going until we get 24. But if you feed him Aberic Cham, it changes that weapon up, so it'll be a different weapon line, a different evolutionary line for him. It's kind of interesting. And I have a very specific way as to how I want to feed Cupel as well, but in order to feed him the proper way that I want to feed him, I'm going to need to get the third and final type of Cham instead of just the Aberic. And, well, we don't have access to that just yet, so... Sylph Seed increases quick by 3. Who needs quick by 3? We'll think about that in a minute. Let's try giving him an Aberic Cham, though. That can't hurt. And yeah, it changes his form completely as soon as you use it. In this case, he turned into a Cupel Star. And, let's see. You've got 111 quick. You've got 124, 113... And 84. I don't want to give it to Drachma, though, because he's supposed to be slow, basically. So, I don't know. Do I just give it to Aka and let her go even faster? I mean, quick isn't like your... Like, it's not technically your speed stat in terms of, like, determining turn order. It's actually more like your dodge rate, basically. Like, it changes the amount of chance you have to dodge things in battle. So it's almost like your evasiveness. So maybe I'll just give it to Fina because she could use a little of that. Or maybe I'll just give it to Aka because then she's fast enough to where... basically, instead of the quick stat, if you're looking for turn order, you're looking for the agile stat. That determines how fast you move in battle. And Aka, of course, has the highest out of all of that. So I'll give it to Fina. It's fine. She has the least amount of HP, so having her dodge is probably the most effective thing we can do. Does it even show my agile? Not on this map. Oh, it does right there. Okay, yeah. 11 for Vice, 22 for Aka, and 12 for Fina, and 4 for Drachma. So I guess he's not exactly going to be the fastest guy out there. We also have the Grendel Wing, and we also have the Captain's Stripe to use, so let's use that. There we go. I might as well use some of these repair kits, too. There we go. And then, let's see. I could go rest at the inn, but I might just use my magic droplets since I'm already, you know, pretty much at full HP. Yeah, I'll just do that. It's just a little more expensive, but I'm not worried about that because we have like $41,000 to play around with. There we go. So I'll just buy 31 droplets, and then we shouldn't have to buy too many more of them after that, so... Well, I'm sure they will, because those magic droplets that you've got are pretty damn good, so... Maybe I shouldn't say damn around her. She is kind of young, so I don't think her father would approve of that. I don't know, I guess it depends on if they have a damn equivalent in their vernacular. In their lexicon. So we need Glyphs of Might, we need Healing Salves. I'll buy a few Sacrum Crystals while I'm at it. Here's a Golden Mask that you can have that I don't need. 2,000, that's not bad. Let's hope it wasn't part of a set or something. Don't want this to end up being like the Bierstein. Okay, the Grendel Wing is an upgrade to the Storm Wing because it has 150% hit. Perfect, so we'll just equip that. And we'll go from there. We don't need the Hunter's Sword anymore. We don't need the Loco's Drill anymore. I don't know what these people are going to do with that. Probably just give it to Hans and his family. We don't need this anymore. Let's see. I'll keep the Gems of Fluidity. They might come in handy. Same thing with the Eye of Truth because it protects against confusion, so... And that'll probably be pretty good. Greater range than standard torpedoes. Maybe that means it can fire for, like, it comes back down at a different time? Maybe. Okay, so let's buy some items, and then we'll go from there. So Sacred's Crystal, let's buy one. Sacrum Crystal, we used a few of these. Let's buy a few of these. And Magic Droplets, I need 31 total. Yeah, see, not too bad. I mean, it's barely as much as a couple of Sacrum Crystals to get up to 30 on those, so really not too big of a deal. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a few Risen Crystals, but yeah, it's fine. We've still got the box, and it's not like you need them when you go out of battle, because if you die in battle, if you get KO'd, you get 1 HP back when you leave battle, whether you run or you finish the fight, so... Alright, let's top you off on magic there, Fina. We'll give Aka the Grendel Wing. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so Stormwing. Take that off for the Grendel Wing. Yeah, nice upgrade. Goes from 69 to 96. Not bad. That will work. It's not the nice number anymore, but it's the inverted nice number, so that's nice. Still nice. I don't know why I'm selling the Stormwing to this lady. I should probably sell it to her father, but it's okay. Don't need this anymore. Yeah, the Drilln effect on that doesn't happen too often, unfortunately, so it's just... I wouldn't rely on it, basically. You guys don't sell Glyphs of Might or Healing Salves, do you? I'm going to need to get a few of those, then. Next time we're in the Nazar territory, we're going to need to get a few of those. And let's see about that Hunter Torpedo while we're here. Let's see, so Shock Torpedo is 160, 55. So this is the same Limit 3 means that you can do it up to 3 turns after you use it. Or not 3 turns, but like 3 sections after. So if you fire this on the first part of a turn, you can have it come down as late as the 4th part of that turn. I think you can also fire torpedoes that go between turns as well, if I remember right, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So the nice thing about this one, too, is that it has a higher hit rate, which is always a problem with torpedoes, so it's nice to have that extra hit rate. Excuse me. Alright. Anyway, let's save real quick. And then after all of that shenanigans, now that that's out of the way, we will see if we can head through the Iron Net. We'll go check out a little of North Ocean, and then we'll call it a day before the thunder and lightning hits my house, or we lose power from it. And then knock on wood so it doesn't happen in the next 25 minutes. Hopefully. Oh, I was going to say, hey, wait a minute, there's some fish up there, but yeah, here's the problem, right, is that even our ship isn't strong enough to go above the clouds where they actually fly here, so it's kind of a nice touch. I like that they actually make that a part of the world where it's like, yeah, it's hard for us to catch them because our ships just don't go high enough. So it's nice. It makes the world actually feel immersive in a way because it's like, okay, yeah, that's exactly what's happening there. Their ships just can't go high enough to catch those fish. So, alright, let's get rid of the shock torpedo. We don't need that anymore. And the rest is fine. I'll probably buy some more wax and grease and deluxe kits if he has them. I forget if he has them or not. Oh, we already got the G-type cannon. I probably should have been using that more since I have it equipped. I was using the heavy cannon a lot in that one, but that's okay. Let's see. Got some concussion bombs, but I don't really use those too often. I mean, I guess I could use these instead of my cannons because I'm pretty sure the bombs are more accurate. Like, I don't think they check for accuracy when you use them, but I could be wrong. And, well, we can't get Apple Wax, but I can get some gear grease out of it, so that's good. There we go. Alright, that's fine. Thank you, sir. Do I want discovery information? I guess I could check what you've got in here in terms of info. You have an oasis. That's probably over in Nazar, judging by where it is in the list here. We have the hidden capital. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, I can sell you some info because we have the Gates of Rixus, so yeah, there you go. And that pays for a decent chunk of the items we just bought, so there you go. That one was the one that we just got. The hidden capital is Rixus. We got a magical ward, fallen stars, and the island of punishment. Okay, interesting. See if these... Oh, it doesn't tell you until you buy them. Alright, well, we'll keep an eye out for them, whatever. Anything new on the wanted list? No, just Gordo and Rupee. Alright. Thank you, sir. You've been very helpful. Just need to get you some Apple Wax, and then you'll be in great shape. It sounds like it might be time for you to move on. Yeah, I mean, you could always follow us if you really need something to do. Alright, so probably the Iron Net was up here. What you got going on? It's kind of a fancy looking ship. It looks like it's made of rocks. Good lord. Yeah, well, that's good. Good to hear. I think that's what we'll go do. They probably won't like us being there, but that's okay. Since when do I ever do anything because Valua likes it, you know? Alright, well, here's where the Iron Net was. Not anymore, though. Alright. Out into new and uncharted territory, team. I'm going to even save while we're here, because why not? There we go. Okay. I see land already. I also see a dark cloud formation. So that's great. Oop, found something. The Will-O-Wisps. Let's see what these are. Will-O-Wisps. I woke up in the middle of the night and saw something glowing out near some unpopulated islands. I thought I was just seeing things at first, but then the lights started moving around in these weird patterns. An anonymous sailor. Interesting. Maybe that was an old burial ground of some kind? That's usually where you see Will-O-Wisps floating around, as in an old burial ground. Alright, what are we facing out here? Whoa. Big fruit. Rose elms. Alright, well, they're probably going to be a little tougher than the usual. I think they're blue, right? Yeah, they're blue. So green actually might not be too bad here, because green is good against blue, so let's try that out. Ooh, that does look kind of cool, actually, that their new weapon for Aka. Let's see if we can pull the camera around a little so we can see it. Yeah, very Hunter's Boomerang kind of a dealing. I like it. Okay, how about we do a double Pyres? Aka, did you... Oh yeah, actually, I didn't mention this because I didn't think about it before. You can see the colors of everybody in your party if you actually pull up the menu with X like this, so that's kind of nice. Helps a little bit. We'll do a double Pyres, and then you just go there and we'll smack the row zones up.
Move! Give me strength!
Because between the two Pyreses, that should be enough to take care of the pineapples. Yeah, one was enough. Apparently the Rose Elms are not going to be taken out by that, though. They got a little more HP.
Move! Give me strength!
Oh, that's okay. So what do you got, like 1,000 HP or something each? That's a chunk, but we'll deal with it. Not bad. Almost there. Spores! Okay, well, we're countering, so that's good. Goodbye. So what do those spores do to me? Oh, nothing, apparently. At least not yet. You'd think something with spores would cause a status effect, but apparently not in this case. Yeah, I'll Sacri after the battle, it's fine. So yeah, he just turns into a star now when he attacks, so that's cool. Like I said before, we'll be able to change up how he changes, Cupil that is, in terms of like what he turns into a little bit more in a little while. We need to get the third and final type of champ first, though. Spice got some MP, that's not bad, I guess. And Fina's about 10 battles away, a little more, like 11 battles away from getting Sacrum, I think, because I think she's already got Noxus. So, let's see. Yes, she's only about 11 battles from getting Sacrum, so that'll be nice to have, because then I don't have to use up my Sacrum crystals to heal like that. I can just have somebody use magic, like, for example, Aka would probably be my best Sacrum user outside of battle, because then she can heal everybody for 1,000 HP, and then the next time we get into a fight, if she's below, you know, lower-ish on her MP, we can just Epsilon Mirror and get it all back, so... It's funny how Fina is like your best mage character, but at least the way that I'm playing it, you end up basically wanting Aka to be like the first up in terms of like all of the magic that she gets. So, all right, we gotta fill this section out a little bit here too. We're definitely not making it past that section, but oh, there you go. Where the hell am I going anyway? Oh, okay, just back to the iron net. All right. Might as well take a look around while we're up here. Oop, found another one. This is the Rock's Nest. Oh boy. With an egg that big, I think we need to get out of here because I'm pretty sure the bird will be here soon. The nest of the legendary bird, the Rock. A single rock egg is large enough to feed a whole town for a full lunar cycle. However, not many people are brave or stupid enough to try and steal an egg from the nest of this giant bird. Understandable, because look at the size of the frickin' egg. Not something I want to mess with. I'm pretty sure you can fight the Rock in a ship battle later on in the game, but not just yet. So, if we can fight it now, I don't want to, because I would probably die. So let's not do that. Let's not do that today. What do we got over here? It's a pirate ship, isn't it? Yeah, it's a pirate ship. Let's steer a little clear of that. Yep. Pirate ship. You can tell because of the fact that it had that little yellow exclamation point come up. Okay, more row zones, that's fine. Let's see, blue. I guess I could use Noxus on them as well. That would probably take them out pretty good. But Pyram probably works pretty good too. And then maybe I'll use Crystallis on one of them. I think that works okay, and then we'll have Drachma and Vice gang up on the other one. Pyram should take out the... Yeah, because Pyra's took out the pineapples before, so... Pyram should do even more. Yep. It wasn't a significant amount more for the Rose Elms, but, I mean, it's fine because we're doubling up on them, so... What about Crystallis? How much does that do? Against blue, probably not a terrible amount. Okay, that's about right. Almost. Okay. Death Blossom. Okay. So, circle AoE around him. Got it. Nice dodge. And, actually, Aka can probably take that one out. Let's just have everybody else gang up on the big guy. The one with all the HP left. There we go. I was gonna say, you don't really need to run up on him there, Fina, but that's fine.
That was easy.
Alright, so... Doing good on our magic there. Sorry, I have to keep double-checking my map because I don't know where I am. I should probably go fill in this little section here, actually, because I'm already over here, so, you know, might as well. It says slightly this way, it looks like. I think. Hey, you never know, there might be a discovery over there. Well, at the very least, there's cloud cover and a wall, so that's probably part of the value. And no, actually, that's probably the wall that was near Sailor's Island, near where we found Piastel the first time. So, interesting. Let's see here. I guess just gang up on the Rose Elms and do what we've been doing. So, Pyras, and then... sure, I'll use the Crystallis box, why not? Oh, there he goes. That's fine.
Move! Give me strength! Let's try this.
This Crystallis box has lasted for quite a while, actually. We've gotten a lot of uses out of it. And apparently it did more damage that time than the last time. That's interesting. Yeah, we've gotten quite a few uses out of it. It's kind of surprising. Ow. I might tackle on this guy, just for the hell of it, you know. And do a regular Crystallis even, because it's not like I need the SP after battle. Oh, he's guarding. Okay, well, it's a good thing I ganged up on him then.
Move! Give me strength!
It should be enough with tackle, I think, to finish him here. I'll just skip it, it's fine. Yeah. Good. Very good, very good.
That was fun!
Alright, let me check the map, see if we filled everything in. And then we'll go from there. We're probably not close enough yet. Well, actually, no. It looks like we're just about there. Let's go a little further forward, and then we'll turn around. If I'm going to be the best pirate ever, I'm going to need to know all the ins and outs of Arcadia, so that way I know where I can plunder everything from everybody. So, there we go. Alright, off we go. We'll just head up this way. So Valua shouldn't be too far to our northeast from here. Let me double check the map again. I think we just go straight north because this is where all the questionable, we haven't explored it yet, stuff is. And this part of the ocean that it's showing is showing up here, this like thunder cloud looking thing here, is probably going to keep going this way, so it's probably going to block off a good chunk of the northwestern corner of the map on the way to Valua, so that'll kind of steer us in a little bit narrower of a direction. So it's not just like a big gigantic section of the map that we have to like keep swiveling back and forth to look at like we're alpining on a snowboard. These guys are quite prevalent around here, aren't they? Must be their natural habitat. I could try a tourney on one of them. If I'm gonna do that though, I might as well just use the Crystallis box and try using a lunar glyph, actually. So I'll just do that and try to hit this guy and then just hit this guy with everybody else. Excuse me. Three SP and no MP use for a stop spell isn't too bad. I mean, it's not exactly the most accurate thing in the world in terms of stoning. It's like 50% chance, but hey, I'll take it. It's working pretty good so far. Yeah, that box does more damage than our regular Crystallis does. I wonder why. Slumber Dust. Well, that's a fair enough reason to want to stone him right there. Because he's trying to put us to sleep. And he got Drachma, I think. Yeah, that's fine. We should be able to take that one out next turn. And then we can just go from there. I could even use a Curia Crystal on Drachma if I want, but it's fine. He'll wake up in no time. Blech. Makes me wonder if counterattacks can proc the status effects that they normally proc. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever checked for that, but I don't know. Well, it's too bad I don't have Vice's final move, because right now I have enough SP to use his final move, but there you go. You know, I might as well use Epsilon Mirror, even though she's not at the point where her MP really needs it yet, but I might as well use it just because we're, like... It's increased priority, so it'll go before Vice, and, I mean, this guy's dead anyway, so it's, like, I might as well, you know? We'll just skip right past that. And we'll just skip right past that. And there you go. Easy as that.
So bad.
Aka is still a mirror, so that's fine. Yeah, see what I mean about Epsilon Mirror? It's just so useful in situations where it's like, okay, we've got some downtime, and Aka has less than maximum MP. Battery. Just give it to her so that she can just keep casting over and over and over again. It's just so strong. I love it. I missed a couple of things there. Is that another pirate ship? You guys are pretty common out here too, aren't you? That's just great. Oh, there's the Will-O-Wisps. Okay. So it must be, like, getting a little further ahead. Ish. I don't want to go too far ahead, though, because if I remember right, there's a boss fight coming up pretty soon. The next, like, major landmark we get to. So we'll have to work on that. So it looks like Pyra's plus Lunar Glyph would be our move here. Just hit one of the Rose Elms, this one. And then we'll just work that one over.
Moons, give me strength.
Okay, well, they lived. It's a little unfortunate, but we'll deal with it. Ow. Oh, I don't know about that, sir. I'm pretty sure you don't have enough agility for that. A Death Blossom. We'll use a Sacrum Crystal pretty soon. I'm just gonna skip this too. See if it works. It did! Alright, so more Pyras, and we'll get rid of this guy. You know what? I'll use a Sacrum Crystal right now. Why not? I know it's like 600, but still, it'll work out. think the guy was guarding. Well, guess it didn't matter.
Moons, give me strength. Let's try this.
Yep, just use it again. I might as well. Downtime, so give Aka her MP back. God, that's so useful. See, this is why I like playing all these older games, though, is because sometimes when I haven't played them in a long time, I didn't really experiment a lot when I was younger with a lot of the systems in the game. So it's nice to come back to them as an adult who's been much more experienced with this stuff and, like, try to figure out how all of the systems play together, you know what I mean? So it's just interesting to do that. I find it interesting, anyway. So I don't know how interesting it is for everybody else, but I find it pretty interesting. Aw, the rare one got away. Anything over here? Lifeblood, is that some kind of code? I see the EM5, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. But your messages are getting all garbled to me, so I don't know if that's how it is for everybody else, but they're getting all garbled to me. Pyrez, and then Glyph, and then that. Unless you're doing it on purpose, in which case it's possible, because I know Nitro sometimes sends me secret codes in the chat. Don't remember the last time he did that, though. It's been a little while, I think. Pretty reliable, that stone. I'm pretty sure, by the way, critical hits can't be counterattacked because it, like, you know how when we get critted, it, like, topples us over? So I'm pretty sure because of that, critical hits don't, like, because it basically, it topples over the enemy as well, so they can't, like, counterattack when they get you get a crit on them. So, let's just skip right past that. I hope nobody minds that I'm skipping those animations during regular fights. It's just, like, we see it enough in the boss battles, and I don't skip it there, so I figure during regular fights, you might as well just skip it, you know. It saves a little time, I guess. Probably saves a little, quite a while, though, across the whole game. Oop, found one more thing. The Giant's Hammer. Great. He's got a big toy hammer. A strange structure found in the northern regions of Ixataka. It was named Giant's Hammer for its unusual shape. But there are many local legends that tell of giants, so perhaps the name is not far from the truth. Maybe Grendel used it? It's not the right color to be Grendel's, but, well, you never know. Alright, let's just go check out this little central section, like right here. Oh, that's why I didn't see it, because there's this ship there. And it's a Valuan ship, so that's just great. I think we'll leave them be. But how much more shenanigans can we get in on our way to Valua? Will it be relatively smooth sailing through these dark and tepid airspaces / waters? I was going to say waters, but that doesn't really make sense. Or will we get our just desserts for tripping up Valua in both Nazir and Ixataka? Find out on the next episode of Skies of Arcadia Legends, the Stream Edition, which will be happening probably Monday, I think, at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Not 100% sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow yet or not. But I will be posting the schedule on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord in just a little bit, probably after I get the description done for this video. So we'll know then. It'll be early next week at the very least. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one early next week at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care. Excuse me. And have a good one. You couldn't just wait, biology, until I was done with my outro to burp? Like, I haven't eaten in hours. Why would you? Oh, sometimes I feel like my body's an enigma. I'm just living in it, you know?